session going on. Plans for this week for your characters, boys, or?
You know mine.
Sorry?
I was gonna say, you know mine.
Yes.
But Myron's not that hard to figure out right now.
No.
Either that Lance takes care of that court date that he's gonna deal
sucks.
with.
Yep, gotcha, Kalis.
Or
So court case for Lance, or?
I don't know. His head is empty, but his fists are full of rage.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you might be itching for a fight then. If anybody, it seems.
Well, he wants to figure out more about bad Black Sun Rising.
No, Black Hole Sun.
Black Hole Sun.
Or BHS for short.
Well, bullshit.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
And I think I'm gonna let Darkseid fight.
Yeah, you just have in the background.
Yeah. Hey, current record's 116.
God damn.
Dude,
And that's
doesn't
just part
stop.
of your endurance to make it that far. Because
I planned to
theoretically,
do it the last time. Yeah, theoretically it's infinite.
yeah, it's only your endurance that truly stops or goes out of the process. If you let the game just play for a whole week, how far do you think Darkseid would get?
I think eventually AI would level up to stop him, but I'm thinking hundreds. Easy. He just keeps fucking going.
Why is Mordekaiser so bloody broken? Hey, Line, would you like to field that question?
Who said that?
Shaftfire says.
Well, it's just that he feels overpowered because his kit is loaded in for solo one-on-one battles. And if you get him stunned or ganged up on him, he is...
Oh, you mean like every other champion. Okay.
No, fuck you. He's just Darius, and AP Darius, okay? How do you deal with AP Darius? You fucking kite them.
Yeah.
You just kill him.
Oh, welcome
You
back.
don't let...
Sorry, I had to brush my teeth.
No, leave now. You brushed your teeth.
What?
Disgusting.
Foul.
Evie, when I joined this RP, I joined here to stop chaos, not allow it to join us.
Well, unfortunately for you, sir, that's just not gonna happen. I breathe chaos.
This coming from the guy who destroys doors for a living?
Now you just sit your pretty little thing right there and let me show you some southern hospitality. Whips out knife.
Alright. It sounds like we have the gang.
At least offer me some chicken and waffles first before you cut me. Jeez.
So, just a typical Waffle House Tuesday.
Gets a toothbrush and soap.
You're not good enough for
Line's dirty
Waffle
mouth.
House. It's Stucky's for you.
No, it's not hot for me, apparently.
Okay.
You go to Denny's.
You go to Denny's
No
at
one goes
night.
to Denny's.
The door's not locked, but there's no employee inside that you can see. Only one set of lights of the 3 rows of lights were on, and it's the lights closest to the counter. Even the display where you would once see the lights on behind, where the menu in front of it would be illuminated, is off.
I'm sorry. Did you say the door was locked or unlocked?
It's unlocked.
Well, if you have Lance McKinley with you, it doesn't matter.
As Shield looks at the person who walks into the room, look, there's nothing that they want to do. You want to warp this place, be my guest, but when you're done, lock up the place behind you, okay? And mind the bugs.
The bugs. Alright, let's get into the roleplay headset. Quickly recap one last time. Myron's looking for artifact, got a little bit closer, knows it's in Cervantes district. Lance is dealing with the PTSD of the black hole sun, looking for a way to defeat it. Alistair figured out, opened his father's workshop and found it left behind to him. Alistair has now gained the ability to dismantle relics, to get scraps, to help create artifacts, to go into the mid to late game stuff. He's also currently with Zector on the second week of June, where you guys are. Edmund joined the roleplay. He went to his first week of work at Gridiron, and he has the ambition of becoming a crime boss. Father Falcone took on the hit job on Richard Turkey for 10,000 gold. Right? I think that's what we established on.
I thought it was 50.
Yeah, hold on, let me double check my...
I thought it was, Falcone's brother was going to pocket the 10 and pay Father Falcone 50 out of his pocket.
Yeah, that's why I think I left, but let me double check my notes. Yeah.
I would know it.
He offered Falcone 500,000, no, 50,000, 50K. So Falcone's got a 50K bounty put on top of Richard Turkey. So his ass looking like it's grass.
That can feed a lot of orphans.
But it's Richard
from
fucking Turkey
there.
dying. So, with that, I thought we were in week 2, but we're actually on week 3. So, for Falcone, his timing, that means one more week until the actual Travail Park event, and that'll happen on the last Sunday of June, which is the very end of the month. So for the start of this month, let me open my note and let's have everybody do what we like to do most: start initiative. Let's start with Alistair. Just roll speed and dexterity for me.
Yes, sir. I'll see the new avatar I'm using on here.
Yeah, I saw the update to your avatar.
I got it last night and I finished coloring it before I went to bed.
It looks very well done. I wish I could have that level of artistic love and freedom on every single character, because it'd be great to have like a uniform look for everyone. But I'm also content just having you guys with what avatars you look most interesting with, like Myron and all.
Okay, so you said
Speed and
Dex
Dex.
and Speed. There's Dex. And here's Speed.
14. Okay, let's go
Just like
with...
that. It's like that award-winning MMO game.
Lance, go ahead.
Alright. Dex and speed.
12. Myron? Ooh. Ah!
Fuck yeah. Best for last.
Myron sleeps the rest of the weekend. There's nothing going on today. I need my rest.
He rolled the same number on the same die. He needs a 500 gold bonus.
Pity bonus.
Yeah, if we were playing plus arms, I'd agree with you. Edmund, go ahead and make a dexterity and speed roll for me.
Oh yeah, never mind. I'm dumb. Sorry, I need to look. It takes me a little bit to
No, it's fine.
remember
Do you know
what
where to go?
do. Yep, Dex and speed.
That is
I
13.
believe I did that right. Right.
Yeah, you did it right.
All right.
All right. So, Alistair, you'll get to start us off for this week. You already have Zector visiting you, so we're just gonna take the scene off with you meeting Zector. And if I remember correctly, we had to kind of cut it short when we kind of wanted like to finish up the Falcone bit, but essentially Zector, you led Zector into your the workshop, and he was taking. You didn't get a chance to get his impression on things across the entire place. So this role play, you can ask Zector, as you guys, I want to establish the scene is that Alistair and Zector are currently in the workshop, and Zector is like ready to answer any questions if Alistair has any fielded towards him. Otherwise, you would see Zector just, I think it was like he was trying to get through the computer.
Mm-hmm. And that unlocked it by typing in Showtime. And
Yeah,
I
and
guess
there was
it needed that human touch because it didn't work from before.
Yes. And then Showtime seemed to be a guest account. And all it had on it was just several of the PDFs that, in text file of the folders you already had in person.
So hurry backups.
Yep. Do you remember what was inside the the workshop?
It was notes on how to activate Stellaris Umbra. I remember that. General notes on how to how to create relics. And I think notes, the letter about Daniel Kaysen leaving the lab to me, how he's dabbling in human evolution. They mentioned another doctor who Zerk told me not to trust. I forgot their name, sadly.
Wireless. Yeah.
It's his first name, Albert.
I don't know if that's... Is that too on the nose? If it is, I don't know if I want to use it, but like his right now is Dr. Wireless.
But yeah, Wiley's first name is Albert. That's a reference.
So it'll probably be Albus. Albus Wireless.
Perfect.
That wily guy.
Shut up, you.
Woo!
There's also the robotic printer and the relic foundry. So the robotic printer allows you to create robotic parts and high-tech equipment through relic scraps and metal scrap usage, where the relic foundry can create relics up to rare. And then of course Stellaris Umbra, the universe shadow.
I wonder though, should we even activate this thing? That's a $1 million question.
Are you asking that openly as Alistair?
You know what? Sure, yeah. Let's do that.
Zector looks over at you. He looks over at Stellaris Umbra. He looks back at you. It seems like your father had good reason to turn the machine off. Perhaps it's essential part of his studies. Your father, he looks back. Zector looks back towards the machine, the computer. I'm desperately trying to find a way into this machine, and might have all the information regarding his robotic blueprints towards this machine, but towards not only the Stellaris Umbra, but your father's research into robotics in general. He was part of the leading minds that created me. Me, the Cybermen, and Stellaris Umbra. And if you don't remember what the Cybermen were, they are as far as you know, Alistair, and I would say everyone who was part of the Kaiju event, which is everyone here, except for Edmund. The Cybermen are apparently humans that who have been augmented with relics to make them either robotic or cybernetic in nature. So.
Oh yeah, keep going.
No, it's okay. So the whole point of revealing this is that Professor Kaysen and Professor Wireless both created a myriad of robotics together. And Zector's purpose in trying to hack into the computer is to figure out where is Dr. Kaysen's like remaining robotic information, because he's a genius. He must have left blueprints of everything behind, but the simple terminal is not providing anything more than a few text files. And whilst he's trying to probe into the machine, he can't find anything else more into it. Like he had said earlier, it seems to be only a human interactionary machine, designed on purpose by the late professor himself. So, to answer your question roundabout, Zector would think, we should turn on Stellaris Umbra. It's your father's last piece of, your father's magnus opus, as far as I can tell. There's evidence to state that your father did not complete the last remaining blueprint, the last remaining parts to Stellaris Umbra. There is no indication that had he not disappeared, would the work not been completed. I think your father would have completed Stellaris Umbra if he had not gone missing.
On the other hand, if he really did digitize himself, maybe activating this thing will help me actually find them.
I'm willing to help you as much as I can.
I wonder, can I have like Showtime use Zector as the quote-unquote puppet to bypass the whole human touching on the terminal?
You activate Showtime. Showtime's two left hands float over the keyboard as he hovers a little bit above his two hands, and he begins to try to manipulate the keyboard under your request, but his fingers slip through the console.
Figures it wouldn't be that easy.
This is an important detail I need you to roll an intelligence check for. Passing a 12 reveals this information.
The junction or not the junction? Can I even junction at the moment or no?
I will allow you to junction, yes.
Okay, Showtime, put your thinking cap on.
Go ahead, make your intelligence check for me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Speed to really get to think through these possibilities.
6. Not high enough.
Ooh.
The detail misses you. They'll be back later. Otherwise,
Maybe.
I guess I can't solve this at the moment.
Well, whilst we're in that, we get a transitionary phase where we go over. The camera kind of pulls back from the conversation between Zector and Alistair as it floats bound by to Gridiron. We appear to Gridiron. See, Alistair and Zector are currently working this out through the wee hours of the morning. Neither of you two have engaged in much sleep lately, and the transition of this conversation is leading us into the morning of. And so, with that, we have the morning for Edmund at his apartment in Gridiron. Also, Edmund, the hot water was turned off today and won't be back on for another 2 days.
Oh, son of... All right. Well,
What would Edmund like to do today?
guess he's gonna take a cold shower and go somewhere. He's gonna actually go out today.
Yeah, you're not required to always go to work, but you can decide wherever you like to go. You just have to let me know. We don't have a lot of established locations in Gridiron, so we can also roll fluff an area that you know, like a bar or something.
You think Edmund is going to go to... You know what? I'm gonna go to a bar.
In Gridiron?
You be careful with them steelworker bars. They're a bit weird in there.
All those places have a lot of
They're
iron.
strange, you could say.
Oh, those sound like my kind of people.
Okay, yeah. So if you're going to a bar, I got two. So go ahead. Answer my first question. Are you going to a bar?
Yeah, but... You know what? I recently came in to a bunch of money, so I think I'm going to head over to the market district and see...
Okay, there are 3
If
different market
anything,
districts.
I'm gonna
Do
go
you wanna-
shopping.
Huh?
I'm gonna go shopping first before I go out.
Cool. Where do you want to? Which market district do you want to go to? We have the Cervantes district, which is more accessories, relics, and jewelry. Gambino district, which is more about like general goods and supplies that you can find that you are kind of necessary and shit. And then the Aristotle district, which is more theoretical roboticists and technology.
We go to the Cervantes district to find a nice cheap pocket watch.
All right, very well. The cost of your travels, are you going to decide to walk there? Or are you going to take public transportation?
I'm gonna take Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna walk into these streets.
As you hear the sirens go off.
It's bad enough walking the 3 blocks to my work.
All right.
It's like the Bronx out here. I'm not going out here.
You're not wrong. And that's the kind of the emulation I'm trying to illustrate. So most of this place is supposed to feel until you get to the lower and upper spires like that. But anyway, your trip will cost you 100 gold to get you to the Cervantes district.
That's a price I'm willing to pay for safety.
Yeah. As long as you take it out your character sheet, I just want you to go ahead and roll me an event dice. The event dice is just going to determine how your trip turns out. A 1d20 that can't be modified.
Oh no.
Oh no! It's Lance, the bus turtle.
Oh my god, you rolled a 1.
I kind of figured that was going to happen.
Well, I don't want to be cruel.
Bus breaks down halfway in the middle of Gridiron.
No. I already moved you to the Cervantes district. No, it's your first time traveling. I would say that the worst that had happened was you're just in a packed ass bus the entire time. Very inconvenient.
You're in a bus going to a furry convention.
No.
And they're all in their fursuits, and it's June.
Oh.
And you can tell that most of them didn't wash those suits.
Oh
Pretty
no.
sure one of them touched me too. Oh god.
And they keep saying yif and ooh.
Okay,
Remember, kid, fucking shower.
I don't know how much longer I want to go for this bit. I want to stop, please. All right. You're in the Cervantes district, and you're looking for what again?
Pocket watch.
A pocket watch?
Or a watch.
It's a watch that goes in your pocket.
Yes, I'm aware what it is. I'm just roll an
That's a nice
intelligence
one.
check to do it. An intelligence check to investigate the streets to find an area that would be suited for you. You would need a 6 for something so trivial. No, a 4.
Barge into the first shop and loudly demand a pocket watch.
So this is a Denny's. We don't even know why we exist here, evil.
Sir,
Yeah,
this is a
Denny's.
Denny's, and this Denny's is closed, and there's a storm a coming. All right, I guess it's
Come here,
it's time
baby.
we better evacuate West Bay, or the entire Spire. Let's go.
Let's go.
They wouldn't evacuate West Bay. They'd literally tell them nothing. Just hoping their bodies would break like the wave.
Not wrong. Not fucking wrong. Anyway,
Damn. No one likes West Bay.
Can't have shit in West Bay, including the
can't have
spice.
shit in West Bay.
What about East Bay?
We haven't been there yet.
Yeah, we totally haven't been there, Lime. Cigarette is not for you.
This dog trying to get to the cigarette.
So
Oh,
yeah,
he's
your
trying to get
investigation roll has led you to establishment known as Devon's Diamonds.
Oh god.
It is a 3-story building. It has a large motif white diamond as its like symbol and like billboard. And from the top of the diamond comes down the word Derin, D-E-R-I-N. And it's just big red bold letters that are neon lit.
D-Rin.
Deren's Diamond.
Well, I assume this is the best that they got, so I'm gonna go in.
You walk into you pull, like the door when you come up to it for Deeran's Diamond is a rotating door, rotary door. As you walk through it, there is a small checkpoint before actually entering the store, as there are two men in black suits, rather, more chest heavy than they're leg heavy, clearly a missing leg day over here. Both men, one white, one of color. Both are bald. Both are wearing black glasses and have that little security earpiece in their ear. And the white man puts his right hand out and goes, "We need to scan you for metal objects or any relics before you enter."
I didn't realize my rights were being violated.
What in the actual hell?
Am I being detained?
Sir, we do
Do I
not
know
allow-
what relics are?
Yeah. Yes, you have a few on you.
Ah, scheisse. Well, I'm gonna walk through the scanner.
No, they hold your hand. The white man holds his hand. The white man in the black suit holds his hand out. No, you are not allowed to pass until you tell us if you have relics on your person or not.
Oh, okay. I do apologize, General. I thought you were telling me to walk through the scanner. Yes, I got some on me. What do I put them like in a box or something? How does this work?
The man his partner picks up a container, like a plastic bin and kind of shakes it a bit. Right here, come on.
You know what? It's my first time. I'm gonna put both relics in there.
Let me see something real fast. Both of these boys.
I know
an
my
intelligence check.
knife can be. I know the thing on my knife. However, I already rolled a nat 1, and I don't want to risk it by trying to bring in a knife.
Well, the thing is, the knife has an advantage to being what's it called?
Hold out weapon.
Yeah, it's a sleight of hand weapon. No, it's a sleight of hand weapon. It has the ability to be when you want to roll for concealment, it gets an advantage on it.
But will it be?
Will it be detected in the machine? It would also get an advantage to not be detected. That to say, it's a high check.
Listen,
Yeah, I'm
man,
not
Benny
gonna
needs
risk it. It's going in the box. Both
Okay.
is
Benny
going
needs
in
to
the box.
die.
The man holding the Shades 2 realizes something. Huh, wait a minute. It's a really nice revolver you got there.
Yes, I tend to keep it on my person for personal protection. It's not loaded.
He keeps the bin, he closes it, and then puts there's a sticker on top of the bin that has the letter A on it. He hands you a ticket that has the letter A on it. Walk through the scanner, please.
Alright. I walk through the scanner.
It doesn't go off, as long as you don't have any other relics that I know of. As you enter, you are greeted by a 2-aisle series of different diamonds and ornate jewelry set in beautiful displays of mannequins, either their hands or a head mannequin with earpieces or a neck mannequin to show off the elegance of a necklace. And these two small aisles then leads out to a larger, stretched out counter area where there are at least 3 other counter workers who seem hovered over each portion of their counter that has a clear see-through glass looking into even more elaborate jewels and necklaces. This place is really, really gaudy.
I think I should have stayed.
Your rarity, you can expect to find rarity, what's it called? Rarity 3. It's 1, 2, yeah, rarity 3 items here. Those are rare. So everything here you can expect it to be rare. The lowest they offer is an uncommon stuff, but mostly this is where you can find rare stuff.
Those are in the bargain bin too, which is next to the trash can, so they get garbage on them.
I didn't realize this was a relic shop.
It's not a relic shop. It's accessory. It's for jewelry.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go over to the men's watch department because they always have a men's section.
With a swish of my wand, suddenly appears a busty ass lady who also runs the optics. Hi there! I'm here to make sure your eyesight's work just right. Are you here for some glassware?
No, ma'am. I'm here for a watch.
That's what I meant. She suddenly transforms into a clock person. No, she like gets down off under the counter, comes back up with like a different set of equipment. What kind of pocket watch would you like today? So they're off. So since it's such a random item, they sell it. They can sell you a rare pocket watch for 500 gold.
It's the only way we can justify its existence here.
Is that the cheapest you have to offer is for 500 gold?
Well, there's this one, 450, an uncommon pocket watch.
I'm just looking for something practical, ma'am. I don't need anything flashy. I'll
But
take
that's
the
the
one.
thing about the rare relic over here, she points out. It's practical and will last you a lifetime. Why settle for
come with-
anything less? She rolls a
Does it come with
charisma
a
check
ward?
and power check on you.
Does it come with a warranty?
Oh, hold on, let me double check my roleplay paper notes.
Yeah, you didn't expect that one, did you?
You see her actively pull out the script. No, I'd say it'd come with a year warranty. If you want to pay for a longer warranty, they offer a lifetime warranty based on 20% of what you're paying.
Do you have a membership deal?
We could
Hi,
sign
would you
up
want to
for-
buy them?
Don't
Wanna buy,
don't try to
membership?
sign me up for a credit card, Chaos. This isn't Sears.
This isn't Sears. I'm not getting that fucking elaborate. Tells you what time it is in 5.
In 5 minutes. Oh yeah, so I know when the bomb will go off next.
Here's the thing.
Don't
I
spoil
guess-
season 4.
Here's the thing about the rarity of some of these items you will get. They will act kind of like a relic, so they will have base stat or abilities that can be used during combat. So they're kind of expensive for a reason.
What the? Who put my Mandem in my Overlords campaign?
So a lifetime warranty,
Oh.
the watch is 500. Lifetime warranty is 20% of the watch, so that'd make it 10 extra gold. So it'd come out to a total of 510 for the watch plus the lifetime warranty.
You can do my math real quick. Hold on.
Oh shit, I didn't expect him to do math.
No, it's 100.
It's 100.
Yeah, 500 times.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been. Sorry, my job has been pretty rough on me. Yeah, so bring the cost up to 6. I do apologize.
I was gonna say, look, man, I work break roleplay for a second. Wait, I take off the mask and the busty chick. I work retail.
I
for a
work
living.
retail
Yeah.
too, so I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Even this doesn't sound right.
I put back my mask and now I sound like a chick again. I hope.
I thought you said 50 for a second. I'm like, wait a minute.
All right, so
About
your total will
yo.
be 600 gold pieces.
I'll pay that and
All right.
walk back to the.
Before you go, here's the sign the paperwork for your insurance. Your insurance covers what's it called? Self damage, self-inflicted damage, damage done by usage, water damage, but surprisingly not damage done by anima. Specifically, not damage done by anima users.
Do you have the McKinley clause?
What in
Yeah, actually, it would be there. The McKinley clause.
what in the world is this McKinley clause?
Is that famous already?
The McKinley clause, if I'm going to be a real bit about it, hasn't
Anything
been
that has a door or a door-like structure
okay, hold
has
on,
the McKinley clause.
Hold on. If I'm going to be serious about it, it would make sense that it started in both West Bay and the Market District. It would be the McKinley clause is that if in the presence of an anima user who uses excessive violence towards those around him and in their environment and prove to be unstable or unable to control their own powers. Through the McKinley Clause, it's now stated that any civilian, law enforcement, anyone who has the ability to take down this individual should.
I don't exactly know what an anima is, but I'm gonna sign the paperwork anyway. So let's.
I'm surprised you don't know what an anima is. I mean, that's like News 101, the only thing everyone's talking about lately.
I'm sorry. I tend not to look at the news. After the jail thing, I've kind of been turned off.
You mean the same jail thing that happened with the Lance McKinley, the one we made this clause for?
That's all right. That's the gun's coming out of the box. I summon it like Thor. Where's Lance?
Wait, what's dungeon?
I'm here.
Okay.
So yeah, before you walk away with your relic, now you have a rare pocket watch. What minor effect would you like it to do?
Just tells time.
Okay, I suppose that's all.
For
you want.
now, it tells time. I'll come up with something later.
No worries.
Oh, it'd be hilarious. Like, my pocket watch doesn't tell time at all. It's just a show.
It doesn't tell time. It tells me the date and the year. That's a calendar.
No, it's a rare pocket watch. It can tell you the time, the date, the calendar. It has a built-in calculator and solar power.
And I play Doom on it.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, but not Skyrim Classic.
You can only get Skyrim Classic if you buy it off of someone in Travail.
Wait, that's the Uno though.
It always comes with
It's not a Y box.
Alright, for now we're gonna change the camera. As you finish buying your watch for the week, we go over to Lance. Lance, you're in your house.
Let's look at the ruined area of his place. Lamenting that, well, he has the money to fix it, but he kind of needs to hold on to it for now. As, when is his court fucking date?
You have until the end of this month to go there. But remember, there's also the Travail Park event at the end of the month. So essentially, you can go right now.
Wait, would Lance even know about the Travail Park event?
Yeah, you were told specifically there's going to be an event in your the squad's honor.
Oh, right. I completely blanked out. Sorry, my bad.
You're fine.
So, like, Lance just kind of looks at the event. Like, he sees the date up on his calendar, like, huh. He lifts up the sticky note that he put the date for the park event. It shows the date of his, court trial. Ugh. I better head over to, the market district and see if I can work something out with these guys. I'm sure they're reasonable folk. Right? Lance smiles optimistically.
Alright, Lance. It's time for you to finally meet your mate. Stop. It's time for you to jump into your, the junk dog. I'd say it'd take you about 2 gas to get to where you're going. And, let me pull up. Has taken over a year to get to Grover property.
Yeah, it's just like real life. It takes a year for, like,
Look, I'm not trying to imitate life. It's just art happens to find a way, alright? Can we not? Finally get him to court. Leave me alone. Alright.
He's not even going to court because he has to. He just wants to move the date up. Because he wants to go to the park event.
No, lying. You don't get it. You can go to this court right now and get over with the event.
Oh. I guess that also helps.
Why can't I move you? Move, Lance.
Oh, fuck you.
That's fair enough. Can you move your token? No, I can move it now. Just make sure you spend 2 gas, okay?
Yeah, I already did.
Phenomenal. Welcome. As you start driving your way through the market district, you're gonna have Lance walks into the diamond store. Can't take his relic off because it's super glued to his hand.
That was a different thing. Completely different.
Lance, as you're driving your way to the court, the Crimson Court.
Lord of the Crimson.
Oh no, we're gonna get there. Hold on, don't skip steps now. Right now it's just the Crimson Court.
Look how excited he got.
Myron,
What?
we're gonna like skip Lance for just a second and go to you, get you settled because you just have a little bit of events to go through, and then we're gonna go back to Lance and his court case.
Okay.
So, at the start of that morning, you'd be greeted with the same opulent sort of breakfast that Grimtongue has been providing for you at your stay. And let's see, you've still sent him on the same tasks. Okay?
Yeah. Trying to narrow in where the first stone is.
Yes. Which I believe I left it at a 14 originally, but then both of you failed, so now it's a 12 to pass. I swear I left him as an NPC in your character sheet, Myron.
He's in there.
Yeah. I did not give him stats. Okay, whatever. I'll put stats on him in a
He's
moment.
literally just the name right now.
Yeah, I'll give him stats later. So, D10. Huh. He does not do you justice, but now the difficulty is done to 10.
Alright.
Otherwise, he reports to you of the one of the things that Grimtongue can also do is just passively review some updates on the market district itself. He would tell you of like the influx of people purchasing different different relics throughout this district of the Cervantes district lately, and he warns you specifically that there seems to be a small movement in the underground of Caribbean. Perhaps something to do with the sudden surge of relics on the street.
And this would be a concern for me because...
Well, my master, you must understand. One does not discern what a relic is to a powerful artifact such as what is inherently yours, Bright Lord. I fear they may try to rob you of your glory.
They only prolong the inevitable. They will be mine as it was.
And
As the High King himself ordered.
And he bows deeply, as it shall be. And so, you may decide what you want Myron to do.
Well, if you want something done right, I want to explore the Cervantes district.
Cool. Intelligence, and you can use a junction.
Oh, of course I'll junction.
And you're looking for the artifact location, right?
A place it would likely be.
Likely be. Alright, if you're looking for a place it likely be, the DC is even lower, but then you'll find multiple places to fit the agenda.
No, then we just go off the list, don't we?
Cool. You'll only have to pass it 8 then. And then if you pass higher than a 12 on that roll, you get what's it called? You only get 1 location. But if you pass only an 8, then you get 2 locations.
Okay, and it's an int check?
Int plus if you would like to junction.
Oh yeah. So we'll do power.
It's so fucking close, but I have to make you. So one location you now know is Dyren's Diamonds.
Yeah.
And the second one is going to be called the Silver Chains. No, I can't name it the Silver Chains. I already have something called the Silver Anvil. I'm not going to make it more complicated.
About the Platinum Ankh.
The Platinum Ankh?
Yeah.
I was thinking the Rainbow Boutique. Like a clothing store.
Look here, you My Little Pony little shit. I'll kill you.
Jeez, alright, well then, fine. What other name should I
I'm
consider?
kidding.
Huh?
Kidding.
Alright, fine. I call it the Stylish Imp. Stylish Imps.
Oh, you could have called it the Carousel Boutique.
See, that...
Silence.
So yeah, now you have an idea of 2 locations that it could possibly be in. They seem to fit the profile perfectly too. They both are whilst the Stylish Imps claim themselves to be only a clothing line, their clothing can also be considered some parts relics, as they do offer relic enhancements to their clothing line. The place is ran by a few vertically challenged people who are master craftsmen of clothing.
Also CGI stepsons.
Fuck, I fit a lot
They're
of
just real
money for
people on their
CGI.
knees.
It's really Austin. All right.
I'd say we check out.
Huh?
Which store has the short people or the vertically challenged?
The Stylish Imps. They offer, like I said, clothing, rare quality clothing, and art relics that can be used as enhancements for clothing.
I'd say we'll check out the Stylish Imps.
Will do. And we'll come back to you in just a second. We have a Crimson Court case for Lance.
What's it called?
I really want to run with the bit you sent me, Kalis, but I'm gonna have to say that for like a nightmare sequence. It makes more sense there. Think about it.
Nightmare.
Yeah, I'm not saying it doesn't.
Yeah. But for now, Lance, you pull up to the market, the Gambino district. As you're driving through the district, it took you a while to find it, but you finally pull up to, I'd say, at least 12-story tall building. It has 4 large minuets, Russian-style minuets,
That's it.
and it takes the style. The building itself takes more of a mosque look than anything. The most notable detail of this entire building, though, is that most of its bricks and even the bulbish-like tops of the minarets are all painted in a glossy, shiny red. It's not bright. It's rather dark. It seems to almost absorb some of the light that comes hitting it. And whilst you look at the very entrance, there seems to be 2 standing men, or peoples. You can't really tell because they're fully coated in plate mail. They wear the same colored armor that is like the building behind them. This red that seems to be glossy enough, but also dark enough to absorb light into it. They stand with clearly armed weapons on their backs, and they stand both shoulders side by side, whilst a door sits behind them ominously.
Let's just look at these guys. I'm getting that goddamn feeling about dead endos all over again with them. It's fucking cosplayers. Okay. Alright. Name's Lance McKinley. I'm here for a court date.
You approach the Crimson Court and the men who the persons who seem to be on guard. From beneath the metal voice mask. Well, do you have any paperwork for your court date today?
No.
Not a
I
letter
was
that was
only
given?
actually.
Not a letter that was sent to you?
No.
There's a small pause.
Actually. What?
There's a small pause between the interaction. Night B speaks. What's your name again?
Lance McKinley.
Night
Social security number 777.
Night B looks at Night A. Go inside and speak with the registry. See if they have any information on Lance McKinley.
Oh,
Night A
cool. He
goes
sounds like a
inside.
lovely guy.
Night B takes like the full step forward, to, like stand in your way.
Wait. What the hell?
Just to verify first if you're supposed to be in here.
I already told you I have a court case.
Well, we'll figure it out. My subordinate will figure it out for the both of us if you're telling the truth.
Hey, so where'd you get the armor from? The local crafts guild or something? Nice little foam plate you got going on there.
Special crafted from the Hammer District. You wouldn't know what that kind of quality is, though, would you, street urchin?
Actually, I would
Savage.
know. I would know, asshole. But that's all just pendant. You rude bastard.
He looks at you inquisitive, like the person looks at you, like you can tell there's a tilt in the head or something. A necklace.
Yeah. You'd be surprised what I can do with this, but that's a secret for later.
Must I confiscate any weapons you have on you?
Does it look like I have any weapons on me? I mean, you could cut my hands off, because, you know, that says like a flex of both his arms. These are the only guns I got.
After a moment, the door opens up behind the Knight B. Well, I checked with the registrar, and yes, it seems like he has there is a Lance McKinley scheduled for an appointment. It seemed to be he seems to be being presided over with by Judge Nightwish. Ah.
Master, apprentice.
The Knight B kind of steps out the way for Lance as Knight A joins and like guides Lance through. You'll step right through. You'll walk you'll follow the blue path and take the right corridor. There'll be a large mahogany brown door at the very end of the hallway. You'll enter there and wait for Judge Nightwish to join court for you.
Gotcha. Walk down the corridor, take the door to the left, the one that looks like your mom's back door.
One of his metal hands extends out to block your entrance. Do not make this more difficult, or would you like to be personally escorted?
I'm joking. I heard you. What? Down the corridor to the right, mahogany door, wait for the judge. God.
Well, now
get
you
that
lost your
stick off
privilege to walk
pass.
by yourself. The Knight A pushes Lance into the building. Lance, as you get pushed into the building, you can see that the ceiling inside the building is like that of a church. High ceiling. And it seems to be ornately decorated all over the place. Except there's more, not religious motifs, but more knightly heraldry. And symbolisms of courtly ordership and the divinity of how the law and interpretations of it would, Hey, wait a minute. Isn't this kind of familiar? Lance, Nancy gets shoved. Move it.
Why do I feel like I've been to this place before?
You haven't. It's just that their line of thinking is familiar to you.
Why is it?
Because there's another extremist group who believes in the in the extremity of the law to the T.
It's like Glenn's walking forward. You can see smoke coming out of his ears. Damn it! It's on the tip of my tongue. I think I've seen something like this before.
As you finally approach those large mahogany doors I mentioned, and whilst following that blue, there is a series of tiles underneath your feet. Some of the colored ones like tan, teal, yellow, golden, brown. They go into different directions that seem to stretch across different areas, the only sort of landmarks. Everything else is colored in that dark red glossiness. And every tile outside of the tiles that are colored specifically are all colored in either a brighter shade of that red or a darker shade, an even darker shade of it, to symbolize a checkered-like pattern on the floor. Lance, finally approaching that brown mahogany door, I want you to make me a resist check.
Should I use my defense dice?
I would like you to use your intelligence to try to resist. I'm calling out your,
Oh,
I'm calling out your flaw for destroying doors. You may also junction if you wish.
what's the check require? The save?
6.
Yeah, I have no choice, DM, to fucking ask for fucking this thing because I am as dumb as bricks.
Alright, you gotta spend 1 AP then.
Hold on. Down to 5. What's my intel check? And I'll be using my since it's a how you say a resist check. I'm using intelligence and my defense dice.
Well, that's not their dice. Aren't you a 1d12?
Yeah. Wait. What the fuck?
You haven't updated
I am
that.
one.
Yeah, just roll a 1d12 instead. I know you're supposed to be a 12 stat. You're the tankiest of everyone here. Until everyone else starts specking into tank too. 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's you pass. You resist the urge to destroy these large brown mahogany doors. Because the more infuriating thing is, you don't actually go through those 2 large double doors. In fact, it's only a small cutaway door at the bottom right that you actually walk through.
What is this? A fucking House of Mouse bullshit?
That term is copyright. Oh, say it again and I'll own your asshole.
as Lance is like, was this that one? She's like, okay, wait, hold on. I met another group that had a knightly aesthetic. They were very anal about the law. And they had military style like gear. So, and like, as soon as he walked through the door, damn it, I lost my thought.
You are greeted in a large amphitheater with several different pews of rows of chairs for an audience members to be accompanied in. There's on the far right of the room, there seems to be another soapbox, but it's elevated off the floor of the actual room to be higher up than most of the audience and at around the same height of the presiding judge. This seems to be the juror box. Ahead of you is where the table sits for both the plaintiff and the defendant, and as well as further ahead where the judge presides, sitting on a massively large pillar designed to invoke the heraldry all over the place as they sit on a glorified knight statue.
Okay. Knight aesthetic, anal about the law, has goddamn heraldry, and has really rich looking people working for the organization. Lance keeps thinking about it.
You get shoved down the pew. Come on, you. Keep moving.
I lost my thought again. Touch me again, Gregory. See what happens.
Gregory pulls out a what's it called? A fat two-bladed axe from his back and holds it in his front.
What kind of place
I
of
thought
law
Spiral
is
City was
this?
progressive.
Move
You
it.
know what? Lance begins to move. I didn't realize a courtroom needed weapons in it.
You get sat right at a table get sat in front of a table to the right where the defendant sits. There are 2 chairs for you to sit at. Well, actually, you just noticed that there are 2 chairs for the defendant area to be sitting at.
Huh. Hey, what's my loyal?
Sit down.
Lance takes a seat. No, seriously, what the goddamn hell is my...
You'll be met with the judge in due time. Right now, we'll be waiting here for him for Judge Nightwish to appear. And then the 2 knights take their position as bailiffs and watch over you. Nothing happens for a long time, Lance. You're kind of sitting quiet now.
I'm gonna smack both your nuts when I'm done with this bullshit.
Wait, what?
It says quietly, I'm gonna smack both your nuts after this shit.
It becomes uncomfortably long how quiet everything gets, Lance. There is no clock in the room, so you can't tell how long time's passed, but it feels like it's been a while.
Yeah, there's no windows, there's no clocks, there's no way of measuring time.
Nope.
It's just
Anytime you try to
So, like-
do something out of pocket, the knights catch you. Like, immediately.
Lance puts both his feet on top of the chair.
Get their feet off the chair, the pews.
There's no one sitting on it.
Get off the pews.
Fine. Lance lays on the table.
Hot laying down. Shut up.
My back goddamn hurts. Fuck off.
You hear
Lance
footsteps,
takes
I'll
up-
give you a reason for your back to hurt.
Huh?
You see Knight A approach you.
Look, I'm bored.
Don't worry, Lance. He can only move 3 spaces forward and then 1 to the left or right.
Shit, that right or left mix-up is gonna fuck up Lance.
He can't go diagonal.
So,
That's
Lance,
why.
as the site approaches, the door opens again. You notice that there's a series of people started pouring in. The knight puts you up on your, to sit you up at the chair, as you realize that there's an audience starting to pour in.
Hey, what is this, like live TV court?
Night wish, night wish, night wish.
Yeah, I would say that would start to happen, as it's the judge that came more to see than you, Lance.
Okay, I have a question about the courtroom.
Hmm.
There's the wall separating the audience from, the main area, right?
Not a big, no, I would say it's an open room. There are no walls.
Okay, so there's no, chain link fence so people can't throw bottles at him or anything?
No, people could if they wanted to. But it's just, you have such tight security here at the Crimson Court. In any case, Lance, you notice that the audience is filling up. And you see several people wearing shirts or have some sort of iconography, something that reads out Night Wish.
Lance just raises the brow. Alright, what the fuck is Night Wish talking to Night A?
The Knight looks at you. Judge Nightwish is presiding over your case.
Okay, I get that. I got that tin can, but who is he?
I'm sorry.
That's why I love Lance. He actively antagonizes everyone around him. That's got to be his, second passive stand, right? Give me a while. I'll think of a name.
God! Oh God, give me a second. Because I'm equal parts, that's fucking great and hilarious, equal parts, I have to roleplay as someone who wouldn't be happy or would be angry to hear that. Whew. Excuse me.
Nice. Very ladylike.
Judge Nightwish is the fourth member of the Crimson Court, leading judge, to lead in the Crimson Corps himself. He's resided over 1,000 different cases and has brought relative peace throughout the market district through his, jurisdictions of criminal activities.
So is Nightwing just Nightwing?
Nightwish.
Wait, Nightwish is.
God,
yeah,
Danny, you are terrible with every name I've ever given you. Fuck, that's another passive of fucking Lance's.
I'm sorry, who's the one that keeps calling him Father McKinley?
I made the mistake a few times, yes, I'm not gonna lie.
A few dozen.
Yeah, but still, every new name, Danny just goes, so, Nightwing, right?
He's got Batman on the brain. It's okay.
Go ahead, Lance. What about Nightwing?
Is that
He
just his
did.
name? Nightwish. Is that just his name? What's his full name?
Eustace Nightwish. Eustace Theodore Nightwish III.
I was gonna think of Horace Nightwish.
Uh-oh.
Lance McKinley, during my rebellion against the manimal. Do I get out of my case?
No.
No, but I mean either
Accept your fate.
Osiris
Damn, you don't
or
have an answer for
Horus.
now.
It's either, I'm thinking Egyptian, so it's either Osiris or Horus.
Tell me why I have to be power slave.
Come on, Lance, pick. We gotta get going with your case.
Fine, Osiris it is.
Osiris
It seems like
Nightwish.
Huh.
He's in his late 40s, and he's been he's been a Crimson Judge for about 20 years.
Ask him how he feels about fish.
How does Nightwish feel? How does Nightwish feel about iron chains?
Before the knight gets a chance to respond, the lights kind of dim in the room as the series of spotlights hover over an entrance. And now entering the presiding judge, Judge Nightwish. And as he walks out from a curtain area, he is in fully wearing plate mail armor, making it impossible to see any portion of his body and whatnot. But his armor is designed to like a judge from Final Fantasy XII. Except, of course, his highlights are those of the same red color. He has this pronounced shoulder cape on his right side that's completely unnecessary, as well as he carries on his back a large gavel that he uses for the court case. For you, Lance, you can imagine Lunestra, Tailstra armor. That's what he's wearing.
I was figuring something like that.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can.
Because I've been muted for this whole fucking time. Whoops.
Whoops!
But it's okay. I said nothing important anyway. Just a few quips here and there.
It's okay. You saw Alistair in the background of the court case, but the audio of it was muted.
No, it's white in white, yellow in yellow, red in red.
And then you see him, a pause in Alistair's avatar, and then it cuts to no video, and you can hear Alistair talk.
Oh,
Hello?
okay.
Hello? Can you guys hear me now?
No.
Oh, hold on, I'll fix it. You see his video come back on, but now the audio's off. Alright. Lance, you see Judge Nightwish take his seat. Everyone takes a seat after he takes his seat. What would you like to do, Lance?
Lance was already sitting down, so he was like, what the hell's my loyal?
You're under the misimpression, Mr. McKinley. Here in the Crimson Court, you defend yourself in the court of law.
Oh.
Fucking Kurain?
God.
I'm sorry, Kurain.
Huh?
No, in six minutes straight game, takes in a country called Kurain, where there's no defense attorneys. That's the reference. So it's basically not Tibet.
So here's how the Crimson Court works. We will preside over you with the evidence that we have gathered over the testimonies of your actions that you're defending yourself over. You will then give us your reasoning, your passion behind the choices, your actions, and then we will commit to the justice panel, where you'll be tested to see if your merit was correct over ours in a series of martial combat.
Oh, thank God! I thought I was. Lance Lance let out like a ha. I thought for a second there I was fucked or something. I had to read like a legal book or something.
To the death.
Lance, is that what an innocent person would say?
Wait, hold on. I got a voice in my head.
Before we continue, you must understand you will be fighting 3 different fights to prove your innocence. The final one is the judge against the judge himself.
Okay. Lance looks around it. So where is he?
Hold on. Can we break our how many court cases has this guy presided over?
Over 1,000.
Goodbye, line.
Nah, don't worry about it. Lance is really good at punching his way out of problems. Into and out of.
I just said that out loud to this judge. So what's the judge?
I would love no. So here's the thing, right? As you guys may think, you're just talking out of character. You're talking as your characters, but you're all in the audience. As it doesn't really like you aren't affecting the story. So I'm perfectly fine sitting you guys in the audience. To
Okay,
watch
which
that.
one am I?
Who do you want to be, Myron or Falcone? I think it's more settling if it's Falcone though.
I was gonna say Myron's got no reason to be there.
So it's Falcone.
No, listen, McKinley will be fine. He punches his way into problems. He punches them out. Hey, Judge, don't forget the property damage to the prison in Gridiron, would ya? I got a friend who's still a bit sore about that.
I was gonna say it would have made sense if it was Myron, because Myron is Lance's best friend.
He's not wrong either.
Hold on. Who the fuck are you guys?
And then Edmund
What's called the
disappears.
PCs? You're one too. I hate to break it to you.
Oh my god! You see this? Edmund looks around. He sees the seas of uncolored NPCs. Oh god, you're right.
Wait, when do we even get to this courthouse?
You will one day
remember
beg
what-
for the death of the mercy of a death that will never come.
Well, you never walk this street, all right? You're also new to. You're also not a local of Spiral City. So don't give me that lip, Alistair. Where did this courthouse come from? You just sit there and just enjoy the scene.
I wanted to use the bathroom, but then I ended up here. On the right side, I don't need to use the bathroom anymore.
He just blinked until he's in the courtroom.
Yeah, probably because you shit yourself already.
Now it's more like that magic case where the magic just magically leaves your body. Race leaves your body.
All right, let's get this court case on the roll. Lance, you are being held in contempt by the Market District for not only the destruction of personal property at the Bank of Gambino. You are also being held in contempt towards the several crimes that you've been listed as in like the history of your activity, including and not limited to your activities in City Hall. Here is a detailed list. Yes.
I was not involved in any form of like City Hall. There's no proof of that.
You're gonna say that with me right here.
The judge leans in close into a microphone. We will see. These are the list of your account of actions that we have evidence for. Article 1. Property damage to the Bank of Gambino's rotating rotary doors. The complete destruction. The front door of the establishment has received up to $1,000 gold pieces of damage after the appearance of one Lance McKinley.
Come on, the bank problems and the other. What's the damage? I only started half of it.
The Bank of Gambino is filing you for the destruction of the bank robbers. The second crime you're being held in contempt for is the 2 consecutive counts of attack of City Hall in West Bay, of public property towards Spiral City. Of government property of Spiral City. Essentially making it that you sabotage Spiral City by destroying a government building. We have several video evidences as well as counterproof from different internal sources and accounts, including several members of the Heroes League who spoke in testimony against you.
He's a lying bastard, and we all know it.
The credibility of the Heroes League that is worth its weight in this conversation. Not to undermine at least the efforts that you had done within working as Travail Squad Zero.
It wasn't a Precious Hero League before Yo, what was your person's Hero League when the Kaiju attacked, huh? I didn't say any bitch now, except us. Squad 0.
That's not what we're here to discuss, Lance McKinley.
Yeah,
Lastly-
but still, it's on the table.
Lastly, several counts of open hostility, violence, and even death at the hands of your Lance McKinley. Several different inmates, civilians, the works.
He just taunts the glare at Paulo McKinley. No, god damn it! Paulo Falcone in the crowd. And then goes back to his seat. Yeah. Wonder why all those prisoners fucking died.
These are the accounts that you're being held against, Lance McKinley. And how do you plead for your defense?
Well, let's see. I will admit that I did break the rotary door, but to a certain degree, because the bank robbers that came in afterwards trashed the rest of the front of the building. Second, I have no accountability whatsoever about the attack on City Hall because it was confirmed by outside sources that the Heroes League had greater involvement with that than us. In fact, there was proof of a Hero Leaguer taking full responsibility of it. Thirdly, the prison outbreak. You gotta take my word for it. I didn't do it. That's all I can say about that.
During the audience, did you take the cause of death for those inmates?
Why shouldn't he? He killed them.
Several
meant
of the
like-
inmates had experienced hemorrhaging due to severe external blows done. Several of which have been linked back to knuckle imprints left on the victims' skulls, upper abdomens, and even spinal cords.
Oh, it's fucking.
The only
someone-
unaccounted deaths were the ones in the kitchen, which could not fit Lance's profile. The teeth marks, claw marks.
Oh, no, look at him. He's a vicious killer. Just look at him.
Father, are you on our side or not?
I'm on the side of the Lord.
So on our side, okay. Then besides, he's your meat shield. Don't give him up so easily.
Oh, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So they were able to rule out through autopsy that Lance probably didn't commit the atrocities in the kitchen, but they also don't have any liable person to leave it towards, so they still have to pin it on Lance.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds like
Like the court
Honestly,
case,
that-
the court system. I know. I've been preparing for this for a while.
it's a little bit too hitting home.
I
Where's
know,
the-
right?
where's Phoenix
It's
Wright's
almost like I was
number?
waiting for this.
And this is like gridiron court system.
Lance, you have one last
Yeah?
chance in order to like vow for your innocence. At this point, you can also now roll for a charisma. If you made junction, I will now warn you, as this is probably the only few times I'll give this kind of public warning. And I want you guys to try to remember this because I don't want to keep giving this warning out. But if you use your anima powers in public, there's a great chance people might see you use it. And just because I don't react doesn't mean people haven't noticed. You have been
I
warned.
remember.
You can
Yes.
use your charisma check. The intent for this charisma check is to woo the audience and even the jury to believe that you might be more innocent than what the judge currently has riddled you off of. You will be making a charisma check against him. If you win, your trials will be easier. If you lose, they will be even harder against you.
What's the check?
You start the roll first, so you'll have to make it as high as you can. And then I, as the Judge Nightwish, will roll against you. And remember, you cannot roll, if you're going to junction, you have to tell me before you roll.
Nope, I'm not junctioning.
Gold. The Judge Man residing over you rolls. Wow, fucking a 1! Are you serious?
I demand a restart on roll 20.
I'm gonna give the page a refresh, but I'm gonna keep that 1 for you, Lance. Go ahead,
The
Lance.
dice
Speak
being
your heart.
merciful.
Lance gets up from the chair. Ladies, gentlemen, and all that technicolor in between.
Suddenly, the mallet
Aye.
slams again on the mallet slams on the gavel. Ping! No. You are not going to speak unless I've spoken first, Torrance. You must
Well, shoot,
understand that
Lance.
you are guilty by omission of willing to give truthful evidence towards us. What do you say about this? Withholding information from us.
Oh, this is some kangaroo court bullshit now.
He causes you to roll another charisma check, Lance.
Well,
Versus his 6.
Pass this roll 6 myself.
I
Gotta
shoot
believe
the
the
judge,
heart.
Lance. You guys don't have temporal bodies to do such.
Damn it.
Your trials ahead will be in equal jurisdiction. It will not favor one party or the other.
Like Watterson.
Something like that, I suppose. There's like an equal,
Look.
there's an equal uproar for Lance's innocence because, in Lance's defense, of recent events, the kaiju event is kind of something everyone's like, yo, Lance should be given a little bit more of a pardon, as
He's
well
working
as like
towards
his
cleaning
work,
up his act.
yeah, as well as the work that he's been doing in Travail. So there is a small audience within even the Crimson Court that are rooting for Lance's innocence. The same breath, they're the rabid fanboys and girls who enjoy Judge Nightwish's like sentences, and they are just blindly going for Nightwish's verdict. So again, like I said, your future trial shall be equal in measure. Lance, the court has committed you to now the final part of the justice portion. You will have to endure the trials of the Crimson Court. Which
At
is a
least I
series
don't
of
have to
fights.
talk anymore.
Huh?
Well, Lance is like rolls up, holds his right shoulder as he begins to rotate in. At least I don't have to fucking talk anymore. I'm
As
just gonna do something I'm best at.
as you say that, the what's it called? The judge box, the jury box, and even the audience, right? Panel, like the audience floor, begins to elevate higher over you, Lance. It's like those boxes start to levitate above you. You start to realize then now that you're actually sinking lower into the ground. Like the whole platform where you're standing is lowering itself into the ground.
Wait, my life points are 0, but how did that happen?
The platform finally lands, equalizes itself into a large open space. There are 3 different openings of large piped closed piped areas, like something like that of the Kingdom Hearts Olympus Coliseum. You know where there would be the storm gate where the monsters would come from?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just imagine your north, west, and east directions. There'd be those large kind of bars that cover out these small entrances you can go through, but they are clearly locked out for you. This clearly looks like an arena for you to fight in. The audience has been shifted towards where they are pilted and are able to look down into this arena and see the fighting. The judge is residing in a giant box that hovers over the arena and seems to have several different abilities to switch on and off different things, as well as the jury who are able to give verdicts on Lance's performances, either giving Lance buffs or debuffs depending on how he does, or how the crowd favors him.
Wait, is this really court? At this point, I feel like I'm a gladiator. Oh my God.
You should be right at home then.
No, actually, no, I wouldn't be because I never actually fought in an actual gladiator battle.
And before we continue, actually, I think we should finish at least one fight, and then we'll rotate. No. Well, before we start the series of fights for you, Lance, we'll go over to
Myron?
No, Myron already went. We went skip for
too.
Myron. Because Lance, you're doing a whole week event.
Oh, I thought I could, when I do this, I can get straight to the park event.
Yeah, you will be able to. But that's what I'm saying. I can't go to the next week and whatnot. I think what we're gonna do here, because I don't want to take all everyone's time with just Lance doing the Crimson Court.
Understandable.
Huh? Yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah. let's go back to Alistair real fast. Then we're gonna go to Edmund, and then we're gonna go not to Myron, but to Father Falcone. Okay, Kalis?
Yeah.
Alright. Alistair,
Yes.
you're still in the workshop. This is now the evening of your time spending in the workshop. You and Zector are still there together. Zector offers to you that he'd stay in the workshop as part of like being closer and easier to access and communicate with. Meaning that if whenever you needed a partner or whatnot, Zector would be like, yeah, I can come by and help you immediately.
Yeah, it's probably much safer here than wherever you're staying at, so make yourself at home, bro.
Thank you for letting me stay residence here. I promise not to be in the way of your work.
Oh, no worries. I'm glad you're here.
Question for you, Alistair.
Yeah?
Have you encountered any Cybermen in your recent adventures?
Aside from coming in here? Oh, wait, actually, you know about this weird kaiju incident that happened in Travail? This huge monster attacking?
I've heard the news, yes.
At one
Can't believe.
point, we saw like a person like golden cyborg, and Yana got to warn us to defeat the monster before whoever that machine was dead.
A golden robot.
Claiming to be from Sprout City's the top dogs from the city. Unfortunately, they were consumed by the black sun or hole, so we can't actually check them.
There's a sudden look of realization on Zector's face. Wait, Golden Cyberman? You mean Hercules?
That's what they're called?
Well, no. That's what he was called, Hercules. It was a unit type, a relic suit designed to enhance the user's performance by tenfold.
So that's what it is.
It's an artificial battle suit designed by the late Professor Kaysen and Dr. Wireless. A biomechanical project. They had an outside source company that did the biomechanical parts. Because the thing is, what I'm trying to get across is it's a biomechanical suit. So the mechanical parts were created by Kaysen and Wireless. But the biometrics part, that was entirely done by a different company. And in fact, I think I still remember the company's name.
Do ya? What was their name, if you can remember?
Hold on. Lucian Industries.
Lucian Industries. Alright, got it. I just want to look into them at some point.
I suggest you don't.
Why?
Zector looks kind of concerned. Well, as I understand, they are a shady organization. Those that go after information of them don't return.
I've seen plenty of shady stuff already in the city. What's one more? But I do see your point.
If you plan to go after information on the the Lucian Industries, then please take me with you.
I will, but for now, I'll take your word for it and be careful.
Zector nods. Anything else they want to talk about?
So, I'm going to become a relic crafter at the Silver Anvil, but I need to find these 3 items in order to start on my internship.
Well,
they were called...
No. You're working on a project. You'll have to spend just a week of time working with the Smith man. Deimos.
Damas.
Yeah, Damas. You have to spend a week with Damas and then just pass a skill check, and then you'll be one part ready for your project. You need to You need to do it 3 times, and then you can qualify.
Okay.
Got to qualify.
Zector speaks up. It's very nice to see that you're pursuing relic craftery. Your father would have been proud to see your ingenuity and in what's it called, your interest in interest in learning. He'd been very happy.
Yeah, I mean, look at this show stuff reverie. Imagine I could create something unassumable as this.
He looks over at Reverie, a very interesting relic here that you created.
It's really, I didn't make it, but the smith at Silver Anvil, Dumas, he made it for me with that golden ticket from the Battle of Eternity.
But he needed a blueprint, did he not?
Yeah, and I got that from the eccentric shopkeeper who just missed her one more time.
He looks like you're confused. I don't know who you're referring about. He's never met the man.
He's an interesting character. Let's leave it at that for now.
He gives you a nod.
Whoever this man is, he sounds pretty cool and poggle.
Cool and
That's how you could say.
Anything else, Alistair, you would like to work out, or are we fine here?
I guess one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any components here that you can make use of for yourself, Zector? Like, I don't know, the weapons that'll help you out?
With the robotics, printer.
Yeah.
With the robotics printer, you can create me several different new parts. I am currently only outfitted with common equipment. So common alloy armor for my AC, common common computer circuits for my AI unit, and several other portions that could be upgraded. If you have ever had the time and energy for it, you can upgrade my outer shell, my circuitry, to provide more defense, more reaction ability. If you are able to increase the generator that powers me, you can make me stronger. And you can even create different weapons for me to use, or mastery of current weapons that I have, like my rocket fist.
You have any favorite weapons you like to use?
Well, I've been enjoying the rocket fist that I have right now. I am open to optimization.
I wonder if you could power it up a little bit right now.
You'll require metal scrap, and because of your rank and your abilities, you'll take double the resources to create it'll take triple the resources right now because your skill levels isn't high enough to use this master workbench at an efficient level yet.
All right, well, just leave it for now and just keep our wits about us.
He gives you a
I can't wait
nod.
to get started on this.
Me too. And with that, we switch over to Egg-Point, who, Edmund, you're at the Diamonds Diamond, so you just finished picking up diamonds picking up that pocket watch of yourself.
I thank the kind lady for her hospitality, and then I grab my receipt.
Would you like me to put that in a gift wrapping for you?
No.
Would you like plastic or paper?
No. I'm actually going to. It's for myself. I'm actually going to wear it out.
We can't let you stop. You require the wristwatch pocket accessory. I'll have to make that as a secondary thing that people can carry, but like, the accessory shouldn't have any world-breaking or game-breaking mechanics to it. It's just a fucking accessory.
It's not. It's gonna have like some trivial bullshit.
But then watch it become a serious plot device later. But we'll get there when we do.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you walk out of the Diamonds, if you would like.
I collect my relics first.
That you do. You retrieve your legendary revolver and your rare butterfly knife. Before you go, Shades B stops you. Hey, where'd you get that relic? And he points at the revolver you have.
let's just say I holstered the relic. My family is. I'm not as unfortunate as I must seem. My family has a bit of wealth.
The man in shades presents a card to you and hands it to you. Call us if you need any sort of security detail, though.
All right, I'll keep this in mind. Thank you kindly for your hospitality.
Very important card you take from them. It's a jet black card with white lettering on it. It reads, the men in suits, Security Defense Service.
So what's about books?
What do you want, buddy?
I mean, I hope you guys got the implication of this.
Puppy. I heard a puppy.
I wrote it down on my note.
Oh, Loon doesn't know I got a puppy.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you saw the pictures. Yep. Finally decided on a name being Poe.
Aw.
Poe
Legends
puppy.
of Awesome.
I'm gonna go to a bar.
There's the Sauntering
Sauntering
Stallion.
Stallion.
Huh?
Oh, I was
How-
saying it as you were saying it.
How
yeah.
close is it to my current location?
Rather close.
I'm just gonna walk there.
Yeah. And then you get mugged out.
Then I get mugged. Okay, you know what?
You were too close to West Bay.
One second,
Should've
one
been a
second,
little
guys.
bit
I have a
crazy.
spam risk phone call coming in. Hello?
What do you want, buddy? No,
Hello?
don't eat.
Good. I was about to use my voice answering machine voice. I'm here to talk about your commitment to help us with the police funding. Has anyone ever got those kind of voice calls?
I got
No.
a voice
Only
call
ever
with
get
someone claiming that they were my neighbor and that they needed my vote for something. And as soon as I realized they were trying to sell me a pitch to vote, I'm like, fuck you.
Ooh, my temperature's a little high.
I usually get the car extended warranty variety.
That's a little frustrating. Alright,
What?
let's move Edmund. He's going on a trip on his favorite rocket ship. Wait, what the fuck? Why? Rejoin his GM. What the fuck?
What the hell?
Dungeon's not back in 5 minutes. I'm legally allowed to take over as DM.
I'm still
Really,
here.
really
Fuck you.
No, I can almost hear his voice now, guys.
Anyway, Edmund, you make your way to the Sauntering Stallion. You don't get mugged or anything as you make the passes in the block. Market District's a lot more tamer than it is Gridiron. You would notice, Edmund, that everyone that you pass has a fucking relic one way or another.
What in the seven hells is going on here in this district? Hopefully this bar isn't one of them fancy schmancy bars with all them flashing lights and stuff.
And it's a fancy schmancy bar with all the flashing lights and stuff. As you walk over to the Sauntering Stallion. No, it's a squat 2-story. I think I made a squat 2-story building. Let me see.
2 or 3, I can't recall off the top of my head.
No, I've written the notes on it. There are notes. They exist. A 2-story building designed an older-fashioned tavern inn. A large wooden sign hangs up high above the entrance of the drunken horse, standing on its hind legs with ale in its right hoof. That's what it looks like, Evie.
So, but I'm gonna go in.
As you enter, it's a tavern with 6 tables, 6 seats, and a massive bar canter. The area is spacious enough for several large parties, with little to no issue with the patrons.
Is there anybody in there currently?
There isn't any active party going on. There only seems to be 2 people at the bar counter, the large bar counter, and they're spaced away from each other, that they're not speaking or with one another. And there just seems to be a what's the best description of the barkeeper? Okay, I didn't give him a description, but there is like this almost hunchback-like man who wears a like an apron, a white apron stained and colors of like different liquids and whatnot. And he's just slowly cleaning mugs and whatnot. The mugs themselves and the cups are stainlessly clean in comparison to the man himself, who's like all but not this like filthiness. As you would approach the bar counter, he would like look up one of his, like he looks at you at a head tilt, and so like his right eye is like, yeah, exactly, Kalis. Oh my god, near fucking perfect. Exactly. It's just post that in the overarm for us, because where that large eye is like where he tilts his head, like his left head, so his normal eye is pointing down toward the ground, and his larger eye is pointing at the patrons and whatnot.
It's in the archive.
Is this fucking Igor?
It's pronounced
How's it
Igor.
Hello there, and welcome to the Sauntering Stallion. How can I help you, Master?
What the fuck? How much? I just want a whiskey on the rocks.
Very well. He produces a very clean cup, gets like with tongs that are clean, two little cubes of ice, pours the whiskey from a nice bottle with expertise. There isn't any sort of shaking in what deformed body that he owns. He then nudges the drink towards you by pushing it by the edge underneath, like the very bottom of the cup. He pushes it towards you. That'd be 15 gold pieces, Master.
I pay the man the 15 gold.
Thank you. Enjoy your drink.
Thank you very much, sir. I sit down. Is there anywhere I can sit far away from the two at the bar already? Or
Yeah. You can. They're sitting on the farthest left and the farthest right, leaving the center of the bar counter to you.
I'm just gonna sit right dead smack in the middle of both of them.
Yeah. And what is your name, Master?
My name is Edmund. I'm from that. I'm from Gridiron.
Ah, I have not. We haven't had much of a patronage of those coming from Gridiron. You do have good taste, Master Edmund. Thank you for joining me tonight. Well, this
Very
evening.
much welcome. Very much welcome.
Do you come with any stories from where you're from, Gridiron, and young Master Edmund?
Well, I'm sure you've heard that some fucking Yahoo drove a bus through the prison.
I am well informed of the knave known as Lance McKinley.
The knave.
He's got a name.
Well, why yes, I'm surprised you would know. The man looks actually taken back. He's been in the public news quite some time.
Unfortunately, the apartment I come from isn't very, there's been a problem with the cable for many months, so
I see. It does come with the territory and poverty, I suppose.
yeah, unfortunately.
Not poor. I'm just financially struggling for now.
You wouldn't happen to know any details of Gridiron, would you?
It depends on what you're looking to learn, young master. Any bit of information must be paid back in similar value. He's offering to tell you what he might know in exchange for what you could share to him. You just have to consent to yes, you will do it, or no, you won't. And you can even say yes and then not do it, but that's all up to you, Evie.
I'm not sure I have very much stories to tell, but I can.
You'd be
I might be
surprised what sort of information would make the Bright Lord happy.
I assume this Bright Lord feller is your As the owner of this establishment?
Correct. He owns the Sauntering Stallion. He says so with like kind of like a body twitch of his whole body, and it looks like his body's trying to fight him from saying it. And while he says the words, it almost comes out like it's forced. But you hear no strain. It's like as if it's as natural as breathing. He spoke to you.
I resist the urge to reach for my gun.
I apologize if that startled you. I just
No,
body spasms. You know, my condition.
I'm sorry. I thought someone was like coming out. I thought someone was back there holding a gun to you. I'm sorry. I thought you were in danger. I thought I'd have to hop over this bar counter.
I'm quite fine, and even more so persuasive with my own devices to defend myself. I assure you. The Bright Lord did not choose me for no reason.
Did that hear Bread Lord?
Red Lord?
Bright Lord.
Okay.
Lord of the Rye.
Lord of the Rye.
Prince of the Pumpernickel.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at the kind of information that'd be useful for him. As long as you agree to give him something that might be tangible, he's willing to give you what he might know.
Sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
Might as well. There's no harm that could become of it.
So you're looking for something in Gridiron, am I correct?
Yeah, something like that.
There's like a small smirk across his face. And what kind of information am I going to help you find today? The legal kind, or the not so?
I look over to my left and right. Let's just say I'm looking to advance my living arrangements in Gridiron, if you catch my drift. Make it a little bit more easier.
There's a small pause, but a slow and devilish smirk grows on this now-born man's face. I see. I could offer you a place as an agent for myself if you wish. The Bright Lord requires many servants, and those with tenacity like yours to move up in the world could be very well paid well in the new world that our Bright Lord brings us.
I don't know much about being a slave, as you said, but
No, not at all. The Bright Lord gives gifts. I would never say a slave. A slave is looked lesser than. The Bright Lord, he looks to inspire us, to bring the best in us. He would not slave us.
This Bright
Slave
Lord,
obeys, a man
this
chooses.
Bright Lord fellow seems very, very interesting. Alright, how much is he paying?
1 second. Then you see this man kind of dial and turn off for a second as I start to write something. Oh, shit.
Give me a quick sec, guys.
It's the second time I've broken the GM tonight.
Huh. I wonder what Kalis and Dungeon are doing right now.
Trying to figure out the payment for the gay cowboy that just walked in the door.
But why would Kalis need to be part of that talk?
Welcome to Ram Ranch, motherfucker.
I sent you some messages, Kalis.
Nope.
Well, I will bring back news of your offer to the Bright Lord. For now, if you're interested in working with us, I shall keep it in mind. Here's the information I can provide you. In Gridiron, the GIA are actually a front for several larger criminal families working as a conglomerate for the construction industry. It is no surprise to anybody who has an eye to see the nefarious natures of the construction workers there. But what one wouldn't know is how to get access to these gangs. If you were to take a job from GIA and prove yourself to be a someone of interest to be part of their gang, pretty easy access you'll find yourself. The gang you'd be looking for is the Wrecking Crew.
Ah, son of a bitch!
I kind of figured GIA were, well, a little bit of a nefarious, considering my foreman, per se, isn't really in the best health and doesn't really pay well, but he wants to get the job done as fast and cheap as possible. That's
Now,
pretty much
For your information, you may reveal to him a false.
Sorry about that.
You're fine. Look at your DMs. You may reveal to the bartender a deep secret of admin that he's never shared to anyone else. You can share with him that you are an Anima user because you know what an Anima user is, despite you feigning ignorance about it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna feign ignorance all day long. I don't. I'm gonna.
You may reveal, like I said, a falsehood, and he'll have to roll to see if he knows it's true or not.
Let's see. I gotta check something. You wouldn't happen to have a pen and paper, would you?
On request. But he produces a partial and feather. A parchment and feather.
I'm gonna write on this piece of paper real quick. I'll need you to after I'm done writing on this piece of paper, I'm gonna hand it over here.
He looks away.
Oh boy, I have to put the right music on.
It's the evil people music now.
Oh, no, it's just Quest for Car 4.
I'm gonna hand that piece of paper over. I don't know exactly what your owner's looking for, but he could probably check at the bottom of that for this note. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed in there. I'm kind of a
I would just need the name of the establishment, and you can come up with that as well if you'd like. You don't have to come up with it on the spot, but he would fold it into his chest pocket. Thank you. The Bright Lord will consider your donation of information quite valuable to his cause.
Again, I'm not sure if it's very much going to be used to him. However, he has all sorts of weird things.
Regarding your possible joining of the Bright Lord, we will provide bed and board. No, board and food for free.
Room and board.
Room and board for free. For your enjoyment of the cause.
I appreciate that, but where exactly would I be going? Would I still be living where?
Huh?
Would I still be living where I am currently?
No, you would move into the Sauntering Stallion, and you would live in the second floor.
Oh God. Well, it's better than my current option. So, where do I assign my?
Oh no. The Bright Lord deals in verbalisms. He takes an extreme to the resonation of one's clarity and certainty in what they say. He shall join us as soon as the Lord does. He has his own devices and representations we cannot even begin to comprehend. Cuts over to fucking Byron.
Myron's working with a Rubik's Cube. He's never seen one before.
Oh no, I was gonna say, it cuts over to Myron and the stylish imps getting sized up for a suit.
It's a bit tight around the pelvic area, don't you think?
He looks like David Bowie.
Not wrong.
Which,
Dragging
regular
these
David
nuts
Bur-
across your face.
regular David Bowie or David Bowie from Pan's Labyrinth?
Not Pan's Labyrinth. No. Ziggy Stardust. Jeez.
I was gonna say the Sovereign Bowie.
That's not a bad one either, but I just want to be super eccentric. It's Myron after all.
Everyone's best friend.
Everyone's best DLC friend.
Everyone's favorite paywall.
Not Pan's Labyrinth. I mean Labyrinth. I'm an idiot.
Alright.
Dance, magic dance.
You can stay at the bar or leave it, assaulting Stallion.
I'm gonna stay at the bar to meet my potential new employer.
Okay, so instead of Falcone, because there'd been a chance for Falcone to work out his plan, but Myron, we'll go to you instead of being in Stylish Imps.
Alrighty.
The building itself is a one-story building, but it's circular in nature and it's expansive enough that it looks like it has plenty of size behind it. It's painted in a tannish color, and there's not a bouncer like any of the other stores. It's just a simple walk-in.
Well, I'd say I do walk in.
As you do so, you find it to be like a regular clothing department store. There are 4 different aisles of what's it called? Long, what do you call them? Clothing lines? Clothing racks? Yeah,
Racks.
Clothing racks. And on each of these long, extended clothing racks, there are divisions of partitions that divide each of the clothing types. So it's very easy for you to find what you're looking for. Each of these clothing pieces are only rare equipment items, and they provide stat boosts from something as mundane as a plus 20 to your movement to as great as giving you twice dash speed.
BD.
Well, first I'm gonna go to the front counter and see if these fine customer service representatives cannot help me locate what I'm looking for.
You walk over. It only takes you a bit more stepping into the store until you hear, "Well, hello there. Welcome to the Stylish Imp."
As long as you don't start singing, we're okay with this.
Well, Lance's mom's a big bad bitch. The biggest bitch is the whole
It's funny because they twins.
Okay, I'm sorry. I can't do that anymore.
Myron looks down in his face like something with the night. A Kasari? Here?
I'm sorry.
Oh, delightful. Oh no, you don't know. Oh no. His hopes dashed. His dreams faded. I thought you were from my homeland. I apologize.
Well, I apologize for disappointing you, but I'm only
No,
bringing the skin.
Not your fault, Master Kasari.
I don't like being called that. My name's Roger.
Okay, Roger.
Thank you.
Roger.
I don't know. I don't get that cultural reference.
You're gonna get a suit. Oh, someone using my property?
Oh. Well, how can I help you today, Mr. He rolls his impish hands.
Telvido.
Vito.
Yes.
He sizes you up and down. Okay, Mr. Tevito, how can I help you today?
I'm looking for a very specific stone.
Oh, a stone, you say? Well,
Yes.
if you're looking for those kind of rocks, Dyron's diamonds have more stock than we do.
I thought I'd try the better store first.
He blushes a bit. Oh, thank you. Okay, gotcha, Evie. Well, I mean, he rubs the back of his neck. Derek! Yeah? Check if you have anything in the back stock. We haven't restocked anything in months. That's why I'm asking. Check the back stock. For what? He looks over at you again. To Vito. An orb?
More of a stone. It'll be one of a kind. Orange, about the size of a child's fist.
Roger relays the information to the unseen Derek. You hear rummaging going off. Could I interest you in, you see Roger kind of sweating just a bit to keep your attention. Could I interest you in probably a pair of fine quality, I'm trying to think of like a Numerian thing, but I don't want to like make the references that heavy yet. He would point you out to a series of like well-crafted sneakers, but with your pedigree of fucking master craftery with like the elvish, you can tell that no matter how well the quality of the items, like the quality of the item being used to make the stuff is good, the crafter is terrible.
It's not bad at all for the Adani. But it's like comparing the works to a child to a master's. There's no real comparison.
Are you saying this out loud?
No, more thinking it to himself.
Okay. You see Roger still kind of nervous while you're like inspecting each of the pairs that he's like sneakers that he's giving you, and he goes, "Did you find anything of your liking?"
Unfortunately not, my good man. Has your friend in the back had any luck?
He looks over his shoulder, and then you see, coming over in view, a series of tall boxes lined up on top of each other and being moved by an unseen person, except for small stubby legs underneath those boxes. Out of the way! Out of the... And he falls on his face, but the series of boxes seem to open up and crack open their contents on the floor as the floor becomes a myriad of colored different orbs and marbles. God damn it, Derek!
That has to be expensive.
Damn it. And he starts to help Derek. Roger begins to help Derek pick up some of the orbs and put them back into some of the boxes. So there were some marbles. Myron, you can just taking a quick look at everything, you can tell that none of the objects are anything close to what you're looking for.
And this is the entirety of your back stock. There's no other stones in the store.
Let's get a closer look at them, shall we, Mr. Tavito? And Roger pulls up one of the boxes that they had restuffing in. He shows you a series of intricate marbles that seem to be, quote, Dorvish and made. You can tell they're not. He offers you several different types of these like junkish or marbled items. But I imagine you just give him the Stonewall Bruce look.
Yep. Dude, I am literally typing in Bruce Wayne disapproval into my search bar right now.
The Stonewall Myron. As Roger, you can see Roger's just trying to ham up or trying to get you to get something from him. Let's go give this guy a roll. Let's give him and his friend. Ooh. Well. Excuse me. You see Roger bumbling around and you roll your eyes. You finally grow tired of this impish man trying to upsell you, literally trash. You turn on your heel and you walk off. But wait! You hear the desperation behind Derek's voice, not Roger's. I think we have one thing. I was warned not to show it to anybody. And if you're really going to spend money, well, we need to see what you have on you. I fucking love that face. They need to see some sort of insurance that you're worth giving this preview to an item they have.
Alright, hold on, I'm gonna message ya.
Gotcha. How's everyone feeling about the roleplay so far?
Feeling good about it.
I can't complain.
Wondering how that core battle's gonna go.
A lot more punches to some more people's faces.
You'll flash him about 3K.
Ugh. Wow.
There's more where this came from, too. If you have what I seek, I'll make you very, very wealthy.
They both look at each other.
And you'll get free pretzel and beers at the Sauntering Stallion for the rest of your life.
Ooh, that's good.
The beer is reduced fat.
Oh, that's bad. You don't have to continue the bit, but anyway.
But the peanuts are salted.
That's good.
It's the bad kind of salt.
No. Well, can I go now? Alright. Roger runs back and goes into the back, and he comes back out with a locked black box. You have to understand, I acquired this powerful artifact, and not in the ways of what I'd say is conventional. You would see Derek go into the front of the store and lock the entrance.
Right.
They dim the lights, and Derek opens the box, and in it reveals a cracked black orb.
Excuse me?
Well, gentlemen, I have wonderful... Wait, would Myron even know that?
Yes, you have the other piece, not on you, but you know of the other piece. You know that this is the black hole sun orb piece.
I'm here, I'm just thinking.
No, you're fine. Derek would take your silence and take a small smirk. He covers the box. You see, it was quite of a arduous journey to get this powerful artifact. And I see that's because you're a purchaser. We're willing to give you a small deposit of 5,000 gold. And we'll give you the artifact, and we'll expect another 5,000 into our accounts within the month.
Myron begins to laugh. I'm not giving you 5,000 gold for that. That's a death trap. I've seen what that does.
They both look at each other nervously. What?
I assume you all remember the fight a while back with the giant monster in Travail, was it?
I'm afraid that we don't keep much on the news. Of course we've heard of it, but me and Derek...
Did you hear about the black hole that opened?
No. Most of the accounts have only claimed that Squad Zero were able to overpower the monster.
Squad Zero,
But Lance is not my friend.
No, he likes Lance. He doesn't care for the entire squad.
Ooh! Shade on Falcone, stop.
Shit on the fucking
Hey.
Sorry, go, So, then you're not interested in this then?
I'm not, but I have wonderful news. I know someone... He's actually seeking the other two parts of it, and this is one.
Wait. This is only a part of the whole?
Mm-hmm.
So you know what it is then?
I have an idea.
Well, what is it? Derek speaks up inquisitively.
Myron just looks at him and says, Doom.
The room gets darker when you say that. Doom.
See, even the lighting's agrees.
They both are very nervous about the... I would have you make charisma checks, but you're like the atmosphere and they just willingly believe the truth that you're spilling at them. What should we do with this then?
Oh, well, I'll see if I can't contact my friend who's looking for it. If, my friend, you'll do something for me.
I mean...
As you are some relic dealer.
We can, he quotes, acquire, if you would like.
Oh, I like you.
He gives an impish grin. See,
The stone I described, have you heard of it anywhere? Anything like it?
there's an art gallery. No, sorry. There's a relic gallery that's currently on display over there in the Cervantes Park district. He pings at the part of the map where there's the park area. There's a large rented out library building floor that they reinvented into an art gallery, a relic gallery, to display some of the more mastercraft work that they're hosting in the Hammer district.
What? They don't have anything that fucking Alistair made yet? This ain't a masterwork place. This is a place full of chumps.
No, you don't get it. They are displaying the best of the best relics created from the Hammer district at Cervantes district as part of a relic show. So if you're looking for something like that, more than likely whoever has it might be trying to do the same thing that Derek and Roger are trying to do to you by off-selling this relic to you. They might be doing the same thing at that park because Derek and Roger were going to do the same thing with this thing. But since you warned them, now they won't. But they're telling you, well, if you think you can find it there, I think that's your best bet.
If you should hear any word of it, come to the Sauntering Stallion, talk to Grimtongue. He'll pay you for information.
Ugh,
Just
we both
make
like
sure
violence.
it's good information.
Very well.
I don't like wasting money.
No, of course not. Is your name truly, what was it again?
He'll know, tell Vito. He'll
Tell Vito.
know of who you speak.
Very well, Tavito.
Find my stones and you will be incredibly wealthy. You will get everything coming to you. Every pleasure life denied you will be yours in excess.
Whoa. Roger, rubs his chin. I do like a sound of excess. Joke's on the best looking. Shut up, you. So with that, they open the door, fix the lighting. We'll keep in contact with you.
Excellent.
It's been a pleasure.
And you two have a productive and profitable day as well.
Now we're gonna begin flinging shit at you. Stop.
Wait a second.
Let's return back to the Lance.
Yep. Somebody
As-
need help on the bed.
Yeah, you help the puppy. We'll go back to Lance now. It's like perfect timing too. And then everyone's metaphysical bodies return back to the court audience as you guys are able to watch from the top pews. The fight competitions begin. Lance McKinley,
Hell.
in you were sentenced to trial for 3 combats for each of your accusations. In each, we have brought a champion to defend the name of the injustice against you. Through the use and power of the Crimson Court. Your first challenge is appearing. Lance, you stand there in the quietness of the floor of the arena. There are only 4 pillars that kind of stand jutting from the ground, each perpendicular to each other, like a perfect box of one another. They're in this more the center of the arena than anything else. You feel the rumble of your feet, the rumbling underneath your feet as the arena seems to be moving, undulating underneath you. How do you feel?
Lance is a bit disturbed by it, like such a weird sensation. He's felt this before? It's starting to come back to him. Where did he feel it before?
A red mist begins to slowly pour from from the northern entrance where those bars were, and it spills onto a sigil of ground. The mist begins to form itself into a humanoid form, and then takes the form of a fallen combatant before. Lance, we may not have had a chance to speak in life, but now, his body fully forms. I'm going to give you what you should have gotten the last time we met. A terrible day.
Wait, excuse me?
Lance versus Argus.
Who are you again?
Instant death.
I have no idea who the hell you are.
The leader of the X-Laws.
No, that's not right. You're not the leader. It was that
What on
guy
earth
who.
got into the Phoenix Down stash?
Hold on, Al. No, you're not the leader of the Exiles. It was that demon guy who fought against Falcone.
What? Vigil? No, I run the show.
Bullshit! If you ran the show, I would have sawed you and punched you in the face that day.
All right, here's know what happened.
Thank you. Thank you, Lou.
Wait, is Lance finally fighting the pain?
He's essentially
No,
going
he's
to the big
fighting-
fight, yes.
Oh my god. We don't have that kind of time.
Well,
This is I would imagine this is the only part of it. Like the first round of it will be the last thing we do for the day, right, Dungeon?
we don't have to go in it, no. But I wanted to lead up to it. Are you guys ready to end it for today? It's only like a 2-hour session, are you sure?
Well,
I keep going if anyone else is.
same as well. But if there was more important matters at hand.
I can keep going.
I've got no problem for a bit yet.
Cool. So, Lance,
I
like I said,
would. Could I ask for like a hard stop at the first fight and just call it down?
for you,
Yeah.
that only means that you're stuck in that instance, and you won't be able to do anything. You and I will have to have a personal role play for the rest of those events.
So, you have commentary with everyone watching us, or I'll see how I feel. Then I make my decision. Okay?
We'll pause it for right now. The big reveal being Argus. We're not gonna put you in a big battlefield and battle map. We'll have your stats. We're gonna go do a turn-based RPG style. You go, Argus goes. You go, Argus goes. Argus goes. Argus goes. Argus goes. Then you go.
Wait
You
a
might be
minute.
wondering what happened the 3 times in a row. Argus pays the last turn. Okay.
Oh, listen, I'm gonna have to deal with that in Final Fantasy X enough as it is.
I'm happy you guys caught that too.
Damn it! Lance forgot to pump all of his stats up, and now August is doing it, and now he's gonna get one-shotted.
Yep.
You're learn haste.
I'll even if you decide to stay on stream to do it, Lance, I'll even let what's it called? The players who aren't involved be able to rouse the audience in your favor by using charisma checks.
Die.
Oh man, now you really wish Myron was there, don't ya?
Ooh! Lance,
would he
you've been
sell?
Lance, you've been given an advantage roll by Super Batman.
Oh,
How nice.
Straight shooter! The universe appears. A sudden arrow hits Lance in the shoulder. Lance, you receive a reroll.
it hits like Lance on the white. Like Lance, it hits Lance on his right hand, arm, the white shoulder. So he kind of rotates it a bit, and he sees his arm is glowing now. Like, oh, neat.
Alright, we'll come back to Lance in a bit. Let's go to... I need to talk about Father Falcone. I need to do that. Myron, you're returning back to the Solitary Stallion, so we have a little bit of roleplay there. Loon, we can leave your character off to go talk to Deimos if you like. The Silver Anvil.
Yep, preparation time for Alistair.
Yep. And so let's go deal with Father Falcone. Because I know you need planning, Falcone.
Well, I'll explain the plan to you.
Yeah. But you need to flesh it out with the people who are involved. Because
Yeah.
on the 3rd week, during the mid part of this week, like a Wednesday or Thursday, it'd be even the evening, so sermon wasn't either in session that day or it already passed. But it'd be well into the evening. You'd be by yourself in your office space, but you hear a knock on the door 3 times. Twice real fast, and then a sudden pause, and then a knock the 3rd time. You know that to be Darius' signature knock.
Do come in.
He opens the door. Mighty thank you of you. Mighty thanks of you, brother. Mario, Luigi, bring it in. They come in after Darius. Darius is wearing, of course, a white suit, punctuated with black interior details and a white dress tie with it. He has a nice little brimmed white hat he wears and a slight overcoat over his suit jacket. He looks very fancy coming to you. Mario and Luigi both look like the stereotypical thugs street thugs that you would find in any sort of Chicago gang. Except
I'll have you know, they graduated top of their class in Thug University, alright?
Yes, except Mario has blue and Luigi has yellow.
Oh, I don't like this.
Both of them come in with like a
Me too.
series of like two extra chairs for them both to sit in, and they have both bags underneath their arms. When they come into the room, they set the chairs up, but set the bottle, but set up the bag, what's in the bags onto the on your desk. It's a series of really fancy drinks, some cups for everybody, and a small like meal, like I'd say like like one of those business plates where they had like all the assorted cheeses and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just being fancy with this meeting.
Charcuterie board?
Yeah, charcuterie board, but look, of cheeses though.
It's called a meat platter.
But
You'll
of
need
cheeses,
platter.
of being specific, of cheeses line. So, Darius sits in the front where Mario and Luigi take his flanks, and Darius gives you a sharp smile as he pours like several of the drinks for everybody. So, he speaks finally after pouring everyone a drink, pushing a drink towards Falcone, to Father Falcone, as Luigi and Mario both take their drinks. Darius goes, "So, have you thought about what kind of arrangements we're gonna give to Richard Turkey here?"
Oh, yeah, you're gonna love it. It's hilariously complicated.
Doesn't have to be complicated, brother.
See, this is why we fell out of power. You're thinking too simple. You're thinking too small.
Okay. Humor me. He sits back. What's the plan?
Alright, I need you to find someone. Wait, would he know what she's called?
Who?
Bad Moon Rising.
So wait, you're looking.
I explained the plan to you.
Yes, you did, but you need to be able to explain it to Darius now.
Yeah, I'm
So-
asking if Falcone would know Bad Moon Rising's name.
Only by their anima power, Bad Moon Rising.
Oh, alright, this is going to sound strange, but shut your hole and listen. I need you to find an anima user, someone with powers. You've seen them popping up everywhere, I'm sure. This one's specific. She's in my former line of work. I don't know her name, but I know what she can do. She can steal the powers of others briefly. I need you to find her. She's crucial.
Alright. Do you happen to have a name of the anima user, brother? Cousin?
Cousin.
Yeah, cousin.
Cousin.
I don't have her name off the top of my head, but she shouldn't be hard to find.
Alright, I need at least a place to look. Is it in Caribbean at the very least?
Yes, check Caribbean.
Alright. I got plenty of connections in Caribbean, cousin. I'll find whoever you're referring to very fast. Let's say I find this anima user you're looking for. What's the next step of this
Alright, the next thing is she and I are going to talk. He goes, well, I'm going to need her to do, and don't worry, Mario and Luigi, you play into this too. I didn't forget about you.
And they both look at each other.
Hooray, we're relevant.
Keep talking like that, you won't be.
Go ahead. What's the next part of the plan?
Alright, you're going to get Mario and Luigi a pair of Trank sniper rifles.
Okay.
And we also need some goons, preferably disposable.
Not these guys. They're kind of dead.
I mean, just hit up West Bay or East Bay. You know, Bay is always good for bodies. That hasn't changed, at least.
You see Darius pull out a notepad now. He's taking notes. Go
Alright,
on.
what's going to happen is Bad Moon... God damn it.
Don't worry. The anima
Shit.
user.
The anima user, thank you. The anima user will attack the park, the celebration at the park. She's done this before. I helped stop her.
Oh, wait.
No.
You're talking about the mercenary for hire.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that. The Bad Moon Rising chick. No, Bad Moon Rising
Thank
guy.
you.
It's a dude, actually.
It's a dude?
Well, as far as I've seen him gamble, yeah.
Alright,
No.
well, I'm not here to judge genders or call them out. Anyway.
I am.
We get Bad Moon Rising to attack the park. Just like last time. I do my rhyme, transform, she steals my anima, and that'll be the signal for Luigi and Mario to shoot me both with tranquilizer darts.
So you want to be tranquilized?
Uh-huh, because then I can't recall my anima, and she's free to use it to take care of a problem. And anyone there who knows me will see I'm passed out.
So then, Bad Move Rises finished the job, and I paid them the 50,000.
Yes, sure. I don't care about her money.
Darius looks very confused at you.
Listen, you asked me to get the job done, and I have. You got your little notebook. Luigi's really good at taking notes, too.
I'm just saying, cousin. Couldn't you...
Well, pay her like 30 or 40,000. Subcontract it.
Cousin. I was expecting a more personal touch to this job. That's why I went to you. To help the Falcones to stay together with the Falcones. Capiche?
Am I not taking care of your problem? Also, offer her membership in the family. I think she'll be useful in the future.
Look. We can employ, sure. But it makes a stronger message when it's a unity of the Falcones doing this a hit job. You know, you already had Black Move Rising fail the first time coming to Travail Park. What kind
She
of
failed because I stopped her.
What kind of impression is going to give it to the public when it, you know, you send that kind of like
The entire point of this is that it can't be tracked back to us. But in the underworld, where you know it fucking matters, everyone will know.
But that's the point I'm making.
What do we want it on the bloody news network? Do you want the troubles? That's how you get the troubles.
Darius gives you a sharp smirk. That's kind of the purpose. I want it on the news. I want it to make headlines.
Well, it's gonna make headlines anyway.
He rolls his eyes. Yes.
Just make the family symbol the giant demon, alright? Listen, I'm part of Squad Zero. I can't rightly now kill the mayor and be caught now, can I? That's called a conflict of interest. It makes problems.
You're part of Squad Zero. Get close enough to our target. Slip a trace here. We can slip a tracer on him, find him somewhere in his routine, and off him some other dark place in the alley. How about that?
Oh, you're wanting to make it all personal and do him in the alleys like a Wayne.
He rolls his eyes.
You're gonna take the pearls too?
He glares at you. Listen, you're not gonna bring up those Waynes here. We left Gotham for a reason.
Oh, yeah, you're the reason. We had the damn freak in the costume chasing us.
No. I wasn't running shit when we were
chill.
leaving. That was the original Don. Don't you blame shit on me. I said we should leave too because that guy was wearing spandex and beating everybody. I mean, what kind of person runs around beating people?
No, what kind of weirdo runs around dressed as a bat? Anyway, after I transform into the Hell Beast.
Well, anyway, whilst we talk about you transforming into a Hell Beast to kill a mayor for us.
Okay, how are you gonna clear that up with Squad Zero? That's my literal.
No. You don't, cousin. Just put we'll get a tracer. You put it on the mayor and leave it to me and the rest of me and Luigi and Mario. We'll make it look like an accident in the alleyway.
All right, but I swear to God, if there are movie tickets.
No. Just.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go along with this plan, but I'm gonna complain the entire time. Mine had finesse. It had style.
Yeah, but
it was like 5 layers deep. They'd never caught us.
But you're also talking about hiring more muscles than I want and attention other than the driver.
They're gonna get killed. McKinley's there. That's why I said disposable. That's why Mario and Luigi are far away with the sniper rifles.
I'm glad Al's just invisible, so they don't even think about what he could do.
Excuse me.
Darius looks worried. So what, do you think your friends of the Squad Zero are gonna step in?
Oh, yeah, trust me, McKinley can't help but see a pile of shit and kick it over. Trust me, he'll be right in on this. He's a really good distraction and decoy.
And he did kind of make that public statement about supporting Conrad Condor. You think there's any chance for him to rile him up, maybe to kill?
No, but maybe we can frame him.
Oh no, Falcone,
Oh,
no.
God!
You see Darius kind of shrug his shoulders. Look, we got plenty of fall guys. We don't need to pin it on him of all people.
Darius, why must you piss in my cereal?
Well, I'm just saying.
Why must you spit upon my cupcake and tell me it's frosting?
Cousin, you're making these plans that are a little too excessive. That's all I'm saying. Just narrow your vision a bit. Look, if you want to
Narrow your vision. Yeah, that's why we own maybe a block in Caribbean now.
We're gonna own more, okay?
Oh, 2 blocks. Don't get crazy now.
Listen,
Damn,
look,
you're fucking killing your
if
value.
we could pin it on Lance McKinley. It makes sense. Recent violent person, but we just gotta get him to.
He's a cannibal too. He ate those people in the mess
Well,
hall.
it's even easier then to get a cannibal to go crazy and take a bite out of fucking
Talking.
Richard Turkey. Yeah, take a bite out of turkey.
It'll be early Thanksgiving.
Yeah, whatever that disembodied boy said. My dementia is acting up again.
Oh no, Mario, give him his medication. Oh
I
no,
thought
he thinks it's the 70s again.
Mario
he
shakes
meant-
his head. No.
I love how he didn't mention Alistair Law, thinking that he wouldn't fuck up this plan one way or another unknowingly.
Well, since the plan's been botched, hopefully it would have all gone off in a turn or two.
If it could have, yeah.
If
But
it could
any
have.
case,
Let me
we'll see
my
what
so
this-
many rolls.
But look,
Do you think Alistair will be a hindrance to this plan? Will he mess it up? Is he a danger to your plan?
I hope not.
so let's clear this detail out. Darius says he finishes his drink and gets Mario to pour him another shot. You go in there, Squad Zero, Father Falcone. He puts his hands in the air, Savior of the Day, kind of like a title and all. Father Falcone.
I wasn't even on the event and they're still celebrating me. I don't understand.
Savior.
There was something about a blonde, girly-looking boy that was there.
We'll just embellish the details. Just follow me with me, cousin. Come on. Spitting in my cupcake, why don't you? Now, you're there on stage. Richard Turkey extends his hand to you. You give him a good shake. You pull him in for a nice, hug and embrace. Good camera publicity for the Falcones. You got Father Falcone greeting with Richard Turkey, the current mayor. Why not? Everyone's happy. Once you pat his shoulder, though, you leave the little relic tracker on him that we'll give you. We follow Richard Turkey some dark alleyway. Boom. We'll do the kick. Mario, and Luigi and I'll take care of everything after that. I'll give you $25,000 to put the bug on and leave the rest to them.
30,000.
You just put in a damn bug on it.
Yeah, without the bug, you don't have a hit.
And then you don't get paid anyway.
I don't need the money.
He raises his eyebrow, so what the hell am I going to pay you more for?
I said I don't need it, not that I don't want it.
You got $27,000.
Fine. I'm going to complain the whole way, though.
That's fine. Rearrange the contract. All you need to do is put a tracker on Richard Turkey. With that, let's turn the camera over to Alistair. Alistair, you have free roam now. Of course, you're still in the laboratory with Zector, but he's just kind of like trying to go through blueprints and designs for the robotic printer. He's going to try to construct stuff for you to create more stuff for him.
All right, Zector. So I think for now our plan is I'll leave you to keep digging to this terminal. I'll go and practice my crafting skills with Mr. Dumas.
No worries. No, no worries. Be safe out there, Alistair.
You too.
Well, I will be in here. I will be safe.
All right.
And grab a token. Make your way to the Silver Anvil. Do we have it up here? Caribia, Red Iron, X-Laws. Hey, you can have the Dead Enders. Where the fuck did I leave this character? Oh, here it is. Damas. But it didn't leave in that part of the character sheet. I must have left it on Alistair's, yes. Here it is. So you go over to the Silver Anvil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So once you return to the Silver Anvil, before it was Richard Turkey's #1 support, Lamau. As you go to the Silver Anvil, it had once been kind of really disheveled and not really much in use. You see now that, you know, the windows are being window panels are actually readjusted. There's you know, some noticeable work on the door hinges, and the door is actually set up properly now.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do, Alistair?
Let's go see Mr. Dumas. I want to learn more about where to find the materials I need to get started on this.
You enter into the Silver Anvil. You see the flooring is like a little bit better, and even the overall tone of the store seems to be a little bit more brighter. As you look over and see Tomas, the master blacksmith himself, a 6'2" man, kind of hunched over a bright silver anvil. He looks over his shoulder and goes, "Ah, Alistair, welcome back to the Silver Anvil."
Hey there. How's it going?
Well, after the work contract that I've created for you, I've had quite a number of customers come in requesting different types of relics from me. So, business is booming.
That's great to hear. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. I may not be able to keep up with most of my work orders right now, but hopefully I'll get an apprentice soon.
About that, I want to get started on that. So I know how to find these 3 things, correct? And they clues so where I can.
You don't have to find materials. If I told you that before, just retcon it.
Okay.
You need to pass 3 different tests with Damas. He'll give you the training and tutelage. You just have to spend a week with them.
All right. I want to give this crafting thing. Well, I want to learn the craft of the craft.
All right. You were my first patron that gave me the start to my business, so yes, I will take you under my wing and give you the opportunity to become a relic crafter. You'll need to pass an intelligence check of DC 5.
Okay. I'm going to junction. I'll use range to denote infinite
No,
possibilities.
that's fine. You're fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The 7's perfect. You pass. So you pass one of the 3 tests you need to require, but you spend an entire week to do so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Name of that trading montage.
Yep. You're in training montage now, Alistair. Up into the final week before we go into
Talk about
what's it called?
montage.
The park event. So you're locked out of any more roleplay events.
Okay.
Except, of course, just being audience members.
Yep. Audience member still. Lance, how you feel about Argus?
Lance doesn't believe that August is the leader of the X-Laws.
I mean, are you feeling ready to fight him?
Oh, yeah. Look. Okay. Aegis, right?
Your insolence, boy. Just like your impetulant father.
That's when Lance's eyes narrow. Boy, the fuck you know about my old man?
Maybe if you beat me, I can tell you.
Oh, he's going to spill the tea.
Lance holds the pendant on his neck.
Hold on, before you do anything like that. Roll for initiative.
Right.
Fight.
Na, 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 na,
Da-da, 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 da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Heaven or hell? You can't escape from crossing fate. Alright, Lions. You've rolled a 11 for your initiative. That means you're the second player to go in each turn. Excuse me. In this battle format, this is called theater fight. Much like the Fallout roleplay that you were trying to run, this is how I'm going to run my theater combats. There are 3 different ranges. Close range, medium range, and long range. This far range is far away range, but we're not going to worry about that. The arena's not that big.
No, I don't think anyone has that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Your stand is close range.
Stairs and Myron.
You see Argus far range. You can only close the distance and make it long range. What would you like to do, Lance?
I thought I'm the second actor, not the first one.
Oh yeah, right. First, you're not the first. Yeah. You see Argus in the far corner. He spends one of his decisions in this theater play. Yeah, he spends it in order to taunt Lance. Lance McKinley. What? Following the heroics of a backwater idealism of a father that left you.
Yo.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wow.
The classism.
Rolls a 7 plus. He rolls a 13 as a part of a DC check for you to pass your charisma check against. You may choose not to roll against it. If you choose to willingly fail it, you go into a berserk state for 2 turns, meaning you only go after Argus blindly.
I'm gonna go against it, and I'm gonna be junction it.
All right.
So what would be my counter to that?
Do you see?
Like the 4 step.
Sorry, one second before you say anything else. You see, Game Night got the right idea. You could turn Lance into the Hell Beast. That'd have been interesting. But anyway.
Listen,
you have to roll
I
charisma
don't
check
hate
lines.
Lance, alright? I don't want to do that
Okay.
to him.
I'm junctioning charisma with my defense.
Okay.
Well, I need to roll regular d12 because. Fuck.
A 10. Unfortunately, not high enough. You find yourself the victim of his taunting. It boils you up into an emotional state that, for 2 turns, you left blinded with rage.
I'm gonna make you eat those warthoggers.
Oh, is that so? He spends the other turn preparing his action, holding his action, waiting for Lance to get closer. Well then, Lance, I suppose you need to get closer to prove a lesson to me, don't you?
So, like, on my turn, just use all his available actions to get close enough to August.
Yep. Now the distance you close from far away to long range to now mid range. Ho ho ho, Lance, are you approaching me?
I have to in order to kick your ass.
I have to. Give me a second. Yeah, it's the only way I can shove my hand so far up your ass they're gonna think I'm a kill quest.
Okay.
Then he holds his arms out. Come then. Try your best at me.
Oh, now you want him to come. You see, now that's even...
I hate you. I fucking hate you, Edmund. Before the next turn goes, the audience members who are the players, you guys can make charisma checks if you like.
Okay, as who?
You're Falcone. Because we already we already established
Myron is his best friend.
But Falcone spend more time with Lance.
And you already
Not
decided.
my choice.
Didn't you already decide Falcone at the beginning of the whole court event?
I can't see why both councils can't exist in the same space. Hell, you can even throw this dude.
Ben?
Who's this
No, shut up,
Ben?
you. You're not getting that many rerolls, but fine. I guess I can put Myron, I suppose.
Whatever I scream, will that be traced back to me in the overworld, or can I just scream what I want?
You can scream when you want. It's not traced back.
Yo, that shit's scarier than I am!
Let me help out Lance. Rolling charisma.
Do we junction it?
Wow.
No junction. You guys are considered embodied. Wow, Jesus fucking, you didn't need a junction anyway.
We're all
But I
rolling
wanted
high
to.
tonight.
Do a flip!
That critical
Fucking
roll.
game
Wow.
night.
Yo, a
You don't want
16 and a
him?
24.
Lance, you get to choose one of the following 3 buffs to take. 1, regenerate HP. 2, regenerate AP. 3, remove all negative status buffs.
I'll take the fucking negative status buff. Thank you very much.
You are now removed of the negative status buff.
As Lance kind of pops his neck.
You hear the encouraging words of, do a backflip!
I mean, hey, can I actually try that? I got a dex stat of 12. I wanted to see if I can actually.
I got a
listening
dex
to
of 12.
I'm listening to Dude fan now. So yeah, I guess you can.
Okay. Give me a second. He was the audience encouraging him. Do a backflip. Lance just shrugs.
Pass a 6.
Gotcha. Give me a second.
You perform the backflip. You gain another reroll.
Damn.
So is it still my turn or?
Yeah, you spent 1 decision to do a backflip in the middle of the arena.
Just the style of
You
Argus.
see Argus look at you confused.
And with that, Lance.
Oh god, he's building combo.
Lamau.
Lance takes.
You see Lance go
Lance
from
grab-
level 0 die to level 1 die. Yeah.
Lance takes grabs the pendant around his neck, takes it off the necklace, shows it off to August for a bit. The fire within me! He lifts up the pendant. Awaken! Emperor of the Crimson Skies! He crushes the pendant as 2 twin orblets begin to float through his right arm, slowly down to his body. As when they hit the ground, and a geyser of fire begins to erupt beneath him. As the flame climbs upward like slow approaching magma, begins to coat him with iron and scales. As it reaches to his chest, Lance flexes forward, showing off more of a detailed, almost iconology of a face of a driver. On his back is a searing symbol of flame, split in the middle. As it reaches his hand, iron and scale begin to form, as his very fingers become claws. Reaching up to his head, before the magma fully encompasses him, his mouth agape, only to clamp shut tight with his own teeth. Raises his right hand one more time, as 3 golden bands begin to spin and rapidly go up and down, until all of them tilt at an exactly 90-degree angle, connecting to each other. Fire erupts from his hand as God's rockabye begins to slowly engulf in the flame, becoming a claw. Lance points at August. This is my proof of being a hero.
You get the horn blowing. When the
Look,
hunt starts.
He points at Lance. Look at him. Dresses himself like he's some sort of valiant knight. We know how guilty you are, Lance.
Lance spends an immediate AP point to fucking punch him.
You're not close enough.
Oh,
He's
seriously?
mid-range.
Oh, damn it. Can I spend the AP to do it? I just want to do, like, you know, the, Ashura's Wrath.
Yes, but you're
Shut the
not
fuck
close
up.
enough. That's what I'm saying.
Damn it. Oh, well. Lance just gonna look there pretty cool with his armor on.
Lance has transformed into Power Suit. Lance gains the following buffs. Hold on. Where's my relic sheet? Wearing proof of hero. Plus 10 armor. Ignores armor piercing. Resistance to fire. Lance's turn ends after fully donning the armor. Wow. Argus chuckles. Look at Don Quixote arm himself. But let's see if your bite is good. If your bark is as good as your bite. Argus draws a rapier from his right side and dashes towards Lance. Have at you! And then stabs at Lance. Rolls a d10 and a d10. Wow. 7. Lance, you rolled an 11 for your initiative, right? Yes. Yes, you did. You get hit. Argus deals 15 damage to you. The attack
Wow.
has armor piercing. Of course, Proof of Hero has resistance to armor piercing, so as Argus goes in, tink, hut, what the?
Lance clears it down.
You
This ain't
done
no-
goofed.
This ain't no regular trinket.
Lance,
This is a
you
proof.
learn of another penalty of the armor. Wearing it whilst in combat teaches you some of the negatives. Every time that you take an attack that would do more than 10 defense, you lose 1 AP.
So I'm down another AP point.
Yep. If you cannot pay this cost, you immediately lose the armor and take full damage of all the attack, ignoring your defense stat.
BRB, it's in free to give Misha her medicine.
Yeah, take your time. Lance, you are stabbed, but your natural defenses kick in. What the? He slashes again with his rapier to try to hit you. 8, 10. Another 11. So yeah, he hits you again. Yeah, and then he rolls. He doesn't explode. He just deals 17 damage to you. Again, exploding your armor, making you cost another AP.
Lance just keeps glaring at him.
What the hell are you?
I'm Lance McKinley. That's who I am.
Yeah, so I'm gonna update your character sheet, the note for your armor, but it is your turn now.
Instead of the normal yellow glow of his aura that he normally has with his Artima, it's now just wreaths of flames surrounding Lance. He clenches his fist. I don't suppose you have anything that can, anything at all that has a bit further range than that little stick of yours, do you, August?
He doesn't say anything, but like he's nervous.
Sucks to be you then. And as my regular action, I'm gonna punch him.
That ready action he kept up, he activates. Bad day. He forces you to roll at a disadvantage.
My advantage.
He can ignore your advantages like this. Using bad
Okay.
day.
So what is punch stats?
You roll a strength stat and a 1d. I think it was a 1d. Let me get your character sheet out again. Shit, where's Lance?
Shit, where is Lance?
So you would use your strength stat and your strength stat.
Strength and power. We're doing level punches.
No, your strength. Yeah, just strength. Typically,
Gotcha.
it would
Double.
be strength. It'd be strength and then a D4. But because you have a martial arts fighting style that isn't specific yet, it's just right now you replace any punching dice with your strength dice.
Gotcha. So roll 2d12s.
Yes. But you're gonna roll twice and take the lowest of two. You take the 12, which does not hit Argus. You can feel the oppressive nature of his anima pushing against you as you feel the negative energy force you to miss. What's wrong, McKinley?
Hold on. Proof of Hero has a +3 to all my accuracy attacks.
15 is not high enough.
Damn!
What's wrong, McKinley? You losing steam over there?
No, not at all. Lance throws another hay ankle.
He can cast his bad. Oh, no, he can't. Only one reaction per turn. So yeah, you can go ahead and roll for a regular hit. +3 for your accuracy. So 16, 17, 18. Nope, still not yet. He barely dodges you. Getting closer there, huh?
Lance just oh, that's good to see. You can only do it once, pull one of my punches, can you?
He nervously sweats, so...
The Wyvern Claw begins to get close. Let's see how you take this then.
You
And
added decisions this turn.
Oh, I can't use AP attacks?
Oh, you can, yes.
Well, let's go do this. 11. AP accuracy.
Miss.
Man, Lance, and I'll do just one more. Just for.
Nope, miss.
I love you, Lance, but you gotta stop fucking missing.
Alright, let's return back before we continue the rest of this combat for Lance. And go off to now Myron returning back to the Sauntering Stallion. It is evening now. Everyone else is kind of doing their own things. Lance is still in the Crimson Court fighting. Alistair, you can hear about the events going on through a radio in Damas's house. And Piter is actually playing pay-per-view copies of it.
Pay-per-view copies.
Yep.
Oh, a fight that's going on right now.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
You're not getting a dime.
I'm teasing. But, Myron, you walk into the Sauntering Stallion after returning from the Stylish Imps. You see that there's 2 regulars that you've noticed in your returns once or twice, but you don't care about names of the lower class. Myron?
Sorry, I had to deal with a puppy. What happened?
No, we're just returning back to you, returning to the Sauntering Stallion. You notice that there are 2 regulars, not people whose names which you care to remember, that they spend good coin here. But there seems to be an odd fellow standing out in between the middle of them. He seems to be sitting directly in front of Piter, who eagerly exclaims, "Ah, Bright Lord, welcome, return."
Hello, Python. Who is this you have at our table?
You too have returned.
Welcome back, Alistair. Piter bows his head to the Bright Lord. My Bright Lord, this is Master Edmund, who would like to join you.
Oh, splendid.
Not Myron. Edmund, you would see this man dressed in finely gold, like detailed white, plain shirt. Like his clothing looks plain, but very elegantly designed. You can tell there was a lot of craft going into this man's outfit. If you could see Rich, this guy makes Rich look poor, but it's like in such a subtle way though. Like nothing stands out of his outfit, but you can tell that someone took a lot of fucking care to his outfit, and it looks better than anything you've seen rich people wear.
Now that outfit couldn't have cost cheap, friend.
Well, no, not Myron not Myron to Edmund. Edmund to Myron.
Oh.
Yeah. The only thing on Edmund that is probably worth a grain of salt is the pocket watch and the revolver.
So wait, question about the revolver. Is it tucked away?
No, it's holstered on my hip.
So everyone can visually
Spiral
see
City's open carry.
It's Spiral City's open carry for what you told me. It's just sitting there on my hip.
Okay, yes, it would be. But that means just everyone would be able to see your relic, which is an important detail I need to know. Myron, you can always make an intelligence check on that relic if you'd like. Any relic you ever see, you can make intelligence checks to see the rarities of them. You won't know their effects, but you can know how rare it is.
I didn't realize.
That's what the security guard the first time was about. They both made an intelligence check when they saw your relic. They were both trying to appraise what you had. And that's
What's
why
the DC check?
Huh? Considering that it's open carried and it's not being like really hidden that he owns it, it's a DC of 6.
Well, it's kind of like I assume I'm wearing a trench coat, so it's kind of like. But if I move, he can see like it's.
You're not intending to hide it, is what I'm understanding.
Yeah.
Of course. So it's a DC 6.
Dude.
It's a bit tasteless even for me.
Dude, you look like you're gonna tell me not to come to City tomorrow.
Don't. It's not. It's a functional trench coat. It's flame retardant. Okay, I have to.
You
use
said retarded.
I have to use it for work.
Check your DMs.
Yes, he did.
Wait, what happened?
God damn.
Maryland's fault.
All Maryland's fault.
Anyway, we're not getting that extreme. You can make an intelligence check of a DC 6 to see what kind of rarity he has. Of course, you don't have to. You may always take the choice to whenever you see relics in the wild.
Oh, and I can junction, yes?
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't put it past you, but remember, whenever you junction, people who have animas will be able to see you junction it.
Oh, that's true. I'll just use the normal int check then.
Yeah, fucking
Damn.
20. Yeah, you would definitely know that's a legendary revolver in his pocket.
Yeah, revolver as well. Wow.
It's legendary.
There's a reason why it's legendary.
It's
not
legendary.
It's time for the Ebb and the Alistair spin-off where they play House of the Dead together.
Gene did.
Oh, as Lance
Something like
did.
G did.
Suffer as Lance did.
I
You
wonder
haven't
how
started
the
suffering,
one's
boy.
going.
And walking around
You have
with
like
like a
Sorry, one at a time. Go ahead, Edmund, it's your scene.
I didn't realize I was flaunting around a $50,000 object on my hip. Yeah, that's gonna be.
Well, I mean, it'd be great for the sudden realization, because it'd be like you were sitting in the Sounding Stallion, right? And you weren't really paying much mind about it. But it's until this super eccentric motherfucker came up to you and was looking right at it for several seconds until you finally put 2 and 2 together that the people at the Diamonds and this guy were checking out, not you, because you were like, ooh, maybe I dressed different today. No, it's definitely the fucking relic you're showing on your hip. Your big iron, if you like to say it.
No, I won't go that far.
Not yet.
Well, I assume this is why people's been looking at me, because I was kind of wondering why, open carry was not that. I'm sorry, I'm getting straight in my thought. I guess you're the right lord.
I have been called that, yes. My name is Myron.
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Yours as well, and bows his head.
Such a gracious,
You're,
bright lord. You hear Piter speak underneath his breath.
And this would be Pythia Grimtongue, my assistant.
He bows his head deeply. Oh, bright lord, you must not speak my name for me. I will gladly do so. My name does not deserve to grace your lips.
Isn't he just the best? He came like this too. I think he may have had a rough marriage.
He whispers quietly over to Edmund.
That's hot. Anyway. He was talking about a gracious offer, and I wanted to meet you myself before I accepted. About working for you, possibly?
Oh my, yes. I'm looking for 3 family heirlooms. They're unfortunately lost in the city, and I am but one being. So I'm looking for agents, if you will, to go feel out where these are. And I'll reclaim them myself.
Agents to go, I don't know, he rolls his shoulders, find them for me, and find them somehow, and I'll come over and pick it up. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they're sentimental value.
I doubt there'd be any gridiron. Some of the families might have a little bit of more knowledge than I do. See, Griddletongue, was it?
Python, you may call me, Master.
Griddletongue? Sorry, Python. Thank you. Inform me that I can get a connection to these families if I continue my job working for the GRI or GIA.
Yes. He looks, Pytar looks over towards the Bright Lord, but every time he looks so when he looks towards anyone else, he kind of gives his tilted head look. But whenever he looks at the Bright Lord, he does his best to rearrange his deep-framed face to be as straightforward facing for him. And you can see the terrible strain it takes for this man to do it. But Bright Lord, I spoke to him of the GIA. You must know, the General Gridiron Assembly. The
Yes.
The construction guy. I suggested him to talk to find recruitment in the wrecking crew.
It would be a wise move. We do need eyes and ears in that section of the city anyway.
I already have an assignment to help look for the prison repairs.
And that job will dry up in time, will it not?
But it'd be the perfect entry point for the GIA to spot him. Tell me, do you possess yourself of Pyter looks around. Particular powers.
I look at him and I say, well, some people do call me a silver-tongued devil, but I don't think that's
Pyter kind of rolls his eye, his deformed eye. No, I speak of a power, an invisible force, if you would. Do you have that asset or no?
I don't think so. Is there a roll to... How do I bluff?
You would make a charisma check.
I'm sorry, I just...
Does he have to make it against mine?
If you think he's lying, yeah.
Sorry, I don't quite know what you're talking about.
Okay, so this would happen. You'd make a charisma check
on.
roll, and then everyone in participation would make it one against you. Anyone could use junction, but remember, junctioning means that you would reveal you're an Anima user.
I don't quite know what you're talking about. Fortunately, those are private matters.
Ooh.
He's 7.
What's it called? Pytar looks towards the Bright Lord, waiting for a signal if he should, believe him or not.
Yep, I got shit.
Well, this is the thing. You're trying to infer to see if he's talking shit, but you can see Piter can try, but he's waiting for your signal. Like, should he believe him or not?
Myron nods to Pythar.
So investigate him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Piter silently gives you a silent stare.
Behold the eye of Pythar.
Goddamn, Piter.
Damn, that roll.
Piter looks a very sharp stare that only slips for a second. Edmund, you never even caught it. Of course, you wouldn't know, but that would just make you a less advantageous agent, wouldn't you say, my bright lord?
Everyone has their uses, my friend. Everyone has their uses.
Of course, of course. He looks down at Shaman.
You mentioned something about what is it, bread and board? What is the proper term?
Free room and board.
Yeah, he mentioned something about free room and board too for working with.
Indeed. Help me find what are mine, and I'll happily grant you free room and board, if that's all you want.
Well, we can talk about what I want. In private matters. I don't
True.
want anyone. However, I did give your worker here some use. I don't know how much use it would be. Unfortunately, I can't.
I'll hand him the same document. Hold on. There's a paper that's exchanged between Piter and the Bright Lord, Myron.
They
Huh.
sometimes come across very, very weird amenities. Usually she would have what you... just don't mention my name.
Of course not.
That is his tribute to the information that I had provided to him about Gridiron. I do see that he's a worthwhile agent.
Indeed. Allies are scarce in this foreign land.
I shall help you with your intentions to get into the wrecking crew. I'll point some people in your direction. You will not know it's my influence, and when it comes to you, do not say my name. Are we clear, Master?
Grimtongue getting serious.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I know what you're getting at.
Grimton
And
smiles.
I appreciate you and your master's hospitality.
He takes out a key, and it's he has 3 different rooms he can offer Edmund. 113, 114, and 117.
117.
Oh, I wasn't asking you. I'm asking the Bright Lord.
Is there any difference in the rooms?
All of them are guest accommodations, so only by placement of where they are in
Then
the
he may.
Hmm?
If he wants 117, he can have that.
Very well, Bright Lord. And he hands you the 117 key room. It's on the far right of the house, of the second floor, closest to the bathroom, conveniently.
It is very convenient.
Do enjoy your stay. Please, ignore the sprites and screams at night.
Don't worry about him, he's just joking.
Grimton
Whatever you
smiles softly.
We do live awfully close to West Bay, though, so if you do hear noises coming from that direction,
I shrugged. Hey, it's 2000 whatever, man.
20XX.
It's 20XX.
Year of our Lord 20XX.
Shut up, yo.
Whatever goes on between you two is none of my business.
Oh my God.
With that, well, we need. Well, Master. Oh, Great Lord. I apologize. He must have give you the verbal contract, does he not? Like I had given to you.
Right you are. So long as he agrees to seek out what I need and not keep it for himself. That seems to be a problem. No matter what
what's it
you...
called?
It's so shiny.
Myron, the back of your hand begins to glow with your crust. As it does,
transformation time.
Yeah, as you do this, it's sort of Myron, you have certain powers about you. You and I know more extent to it, but right now, one of your powers that you have access to is a sort of binding contract. It requires your crust, and when someone holds your hand and shakes it, it's the pseudoism of binding the contract. The person then will receive your crust on their hand. And in failure to procure their end of the bargain, or do something as opposed differently, as to whatever you wish, it is under by some celestial power that you I can't go upon right now. Will go after said individual for breaking the contract. These sort of things are super fucking important. Creating one is a very easy feat for you, but to break one is a terrible fucking choice.
Give me my gold.
Do I notice his hand glowing?
Yes, you're an anima user. You would notice it.
So if he fails, something awful comes after him?
If he breaks the oath.
Yes.
Okay.
I break the oath.
You see Myron hold out his hand and asks you to simply shake it. I would like you to make a DC check if you're trying to keep that you don't recognize that his hand's fucking glowing. To keep cool, you need to pass a DC 10 check of 10. You may choose the stat for this.
No, that's not what I want to do.
Ooh.
I can control the size and heat of my my anima, right?
Correct. You were able to create flame constructs. You can spend 1 AP in order to create a flame construct or manipulate fire into your will, like somewhat of a fire bender.
Hot.
I am going to stand up because it's always polite to stand up and shaking somebody's hand and look them in the eyes. But I'm going to do kind of like a point down motion at Myron to have him point at the floor and look at the and make a flame construct on his boot that doesn't give off any heat.
Pyromancer. And an Adani one at that. Oh, Worm Tongue or Grim Tongue, isn't that remarkable? I didn't think they could master pyromancy.
Grimton looks around. Pyromancy? I do not see such magic, Bright Lord.
Yes. Trust me, it's all very amazing, and I'm super upset you can't see it. Oh well.
Now, where I come from, I take agreements very seriously, but how do I know if I shake your hand, I don't end up like your friend over there?
What use would you be?
Katir speaks up for a second. If you wish to avoid what circumstance I go through, you can make it more clear in the contract. It's a verbal adage, if you will. Meaning you can speak it into the contract. I don't want to turn like Piter.
Yep.
But you have to verbalize it, Edmund.
I'll work for you, Myron, but I won't be your slave.
I need a little bit more than that. Like, what terms of things would you not want to do?
Whatever Piter's going through.
I can take that for now.
And...
Hold on. Before you continue, Myron, do you accept that term or change?
So he doesn't have to, he can't go through what Pytar is going through.
I will say that you cannot subjugate him to what Piter's going through, and you cannot command him as if he were Piter. He has his seldom, it seems he will hold seldom freedom over his choices. You can tell him what to do and where to go, but how he chooses to operate as your agent is up to him in his jurisdiction. Am I correct, Edmund?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I want to go. I want free will I still want my free will, basically.
It sounded like that, but I just need.
Oh,
because
oh, not a problem, not a problem.
So it's agreed.
Yes.
It's very. Sorry, this is role play important. This is verbiage. This is the choice of the contract. So I had to make it. I got to make it important. Very well. Edmund Miles will become employed under Myron in order to hunt down the artifacts that he is looking for. Myron is tasked to keep him is to be a taskmaster for Edmund, and not to be a slave master or any sort of defilement of his character. It's as simple as that. If the agreements are struck, then the contract is set.
He does as I ask him, and I can't do to him what's happening to Pytar.
Correct. That includes that other bit that's happened to him, Piter.
What?
I, Edmund Miles, being sound body and mind, agree to these terms. And I shake his hand. But the thing on his shoe gets a little bit hotter. It warms up his shoe.
Sorry, 1 second.
Not enough to cause him any discomfort, but it's a nice warmth.
You can feel your boot, warm up.
I'd appreciate it if you put that out. These are terribly expensive.
They quite are.
More expensive than you.
It's alright, I can control it. It's only doing warmth.
So that's your ability.
I put it up.
Nice gun, by the way.
Thank you.
And well, since it's your employment, would you like to tell us of your equipment? You see Grimtongue look over at the revolver. Or a demonstration, perhaps. He points over to the dartboard that hangs on the wall, offering for you to shoot at it if you'd like.
Alright. I look over at, well, I guess my boss. Would you be upset if I were to break a shot glass on the bar table?
Oh no, they're very disposable. We've got a couple cases downstairs.
I'm going to ask Grimtongue for a shot glass.
Please. I must pay for the expenses, but if it's for the demonstration, he offers a shot glass.
I break the shot glass against the table, and I take out my revolver, and I activate its ability to turn the glass into bullets.
Okay, hold on. At least call it what it is. Recycle reload.
Recycle reload. Sorry, I forgot what
it's in your notebook.
It's in the thing. Yeah,
Yep.
Recycle reload. Sorry, I didn't know if it was there or not.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
It's
Question: does this revolver have her name as well?
He hasn't. Well, I mean, that's your choice.
I haven't named it yet.
Yeah.
I'll come up with a name for it eventually.
You're putting glass though, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Well, I don't have all. I'm not gonna have all your bullets. For macros.
It's already in here. It's already in here.
Yeah. No, it's already the chart. Yes, but I'm making macros for you. But I'm not gonna make a macro for every single bolt damage type. So, for fragile, you'll just roll what I roll. I have the chart there for. But yes, you break the revolver. Inside, instead of where there would be where bullets would go, there's just a small black orb of nothingness. Edmund then pushes all the glass shards into the revolver, clicking it back into place and spinning the revolver chamber in place. After several rotations, the revolver chamber stops on itself. The gun is loaded. Ammunition is fragile type.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna shoot.
You just need to roll higher than a 10 to hit where you are. Go into your character sheet. There should be something called revolver accuracy. Yep. you hit, you can roll a d10, 2d10 for the damage, and then another 2d10 for the bleed. So the first 2d10 is 13 damage, then there's another 2d10. Another 13, Jesus Christ. That 13 deals bleed damage over time. The glass shard hits the center mass of the dartboard, explodes in a shrapnel of different glass that explodes from the centerpiece. After a couple of seconds, the shards that stayed inside the dartboard explode again in a visceral, small explosion of shards. I continue to do that until each shard piece, that was large at first, breaks down into basically nothing. The bullets break the dartboard entirely.
And this
Very
can be
impressive.
done. And this can be done for any type of material, and the materials have different objects to manipulate the different types that come out of the gun.
Grimtongue kind of claps. Impressive.
Myron nods his head once. Excellent.
Well, we do have quite an ally, haven't we, Bright Lord?
Indeed, and when he is ready, he will depart, find my stones, and when he has found them, I will come claim my prize and stride across the bones of him who took it from me.
So that you're now a artifact hunter, I suppose is a good term for you. I'll let you know that we know that there's one of the artifacts we seek are in Travail. Though the Travail Police Department and the current media press over there makes my investigations quite hard. Perhaps you might have an easier time than I to track it to Travail. Mr. Edmund. No, Master Miles. Edmund.
I'll see what I can do over in Travail.
You don't have to go, of course. We also know that there's going to be a relic gallery at the end of the month. You could go there and see if our artifact will be there and help the Bright Lord secure it. He looks over at the Bright Lord. After all, more muscle the better, is it not, Master Bright Lord?
Oh, muscle isn't quite the right term. More like more heads on a problem. Though I admit his gun is quite impressive. What's wrong, babies?
Does my bullets ever go away, or does it just stay loaded?
No, every day, it resets.
Okay, alright.
Yeah. So for now, you still have 5 bullets of fragile.
I think I'll keep that inside. I don't think I'm gonna empty that.
Yeah, no worries.
Well, question, can I move my personal belongings inside of my new room?
By all means.
Alright.
I do not surmise it should be much. I don't imagine gridiron people having much to carry.
No, but there is some sentimental stuff I would like to bring over. It's pretty much I could fit everything I wear, and my tools being my main thing, because if I'm going to keep up the thing for the GIA, I still need my tools. So it'd mostly just be a toolbox and different clothes.
By all means, gather your personal effects, bring them here.
He speaks.
Bright Lord is a merciful lord. You allow your peasantry to exist with him.
Well, if that's the
Every
case,
good
I better
lord
get
keeps
going.
their peasants close to the castle so they can flee inside when they get raided.
When they get raided, yeah, I'm gonna be one of the ones on the front line, I guarantee you.
No. Pytar will make
yeah.
sure, you know.
Piter's going on the front lines.
He clearly has a place, but definitely not there. So, we have the exciting conclusion of Edmund deciding to join, what's it called?
Myron's quest to gather these artifacts.
Yep. What will happen when Myron collects all these artifacts? How will Lance finish his fight against Argus? Alistair's the only good boy doing some homework, and Father Falcone is the side that is helping conspire the murder of Richard Turkey. In our next sessions, we will conclude Lance's arc through the Crimson Court. We will begin the Travail Park incident, because that's going to be a fun ceremony to go through.
What could possibly go wrong over there?
And more will happen next time on Overarms, because I don't think Lance is in the mood to finish up Argus.
Sadly, no.
Yeah, I figured. That's fine. This is a good spot to stop. We've had a lot happen today. I mean, at least in the terms of players contracting each other, and Lance now in a little bit of a time thing, because we need you to go through that in order to progress time for everyone else. So we'll have,
Sorry, guys.
yeah, we'll have to finish the Crimson
No
Court.
problem.
That's fine.
Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed the current art of the events.
I can't wait to show you this what Alistair can do.
Yeah, what are you guys excited for the next session? What are you guys looking forward to?
Possibly making my first relic.
I'm looking forward to see how Myron works out his deals with
Edmund?
God, Edmund, there you go. Work out his
Yeah,
deals
I
with
want to
Edmund.
know. Yeah, I want to know how that's gonna work out too, because I don't know.
Hey, old boss, I don't know how this is turning out.
The oath is struck and it's been witnessed.
There's no going back.
The long story short of it is, you have to spend at least one action a month, like as if it were a job, hunting the artifact. If you don't, you will start to receive some bad debuffs.
That's more than reasonable.
Yes.
I love
Plus,
the fact he. Oh, continue, Caleb.
plus, I can also say that, hey, you know, I'm going to the GIA to try to get leads as well. You know,
Yeah. No, as you need.
I can work that angle.
Yes. Just also remember there is that relic.
Yeah,
There is that relic
Travail.
show that's going on in the Market District.
And I've already worked for the month.
This will be the first month I'm trying this out, but I'm gonna try to post like several different events going on. See how it turns out, because there's gonna be the Travail Park, the relic scene, the relic gallery that Myron's more than likely gonna go to, and I want them kind of to simultaneously happen and see how that turns out. That's my intentions for the next sessions or next session or two. I also fully intend to be transparent for you all to introduce a rotating, what are we now, a group of 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to start trying to introduce a rotating cast member, a 5th member. Either that takes the form of game night, getting a chance to jump into the roleplay as the ace attorney and the ace investigator himself. Or,
So, are you saying a temporary guest star?
yep, as a rotating 5th.
Ooh.
Now, it may not be for, like, it may not be, it may only be specifically to when events happen and not roleplay weeks. Because I want to kind of make sure you guys know there's a difference between, like, when we go into an event and we are all kind of like, okay, this is the scenes and this is that now we're making this all go through and we're making Spiral City history here. Whereas opposed to, okay, this is a roleplay week. Well, you guys get to decide what you want to do and how you want to plan yourselves before, you know, a big event happens. And these events are usually by my curation, or as you can see with Falcone and with Myron, they can be inspired by what you guys are looking to do. Falcone being to make money and an impression for the Falcone family by killing Richard Turkey, and Myron by looking for the artifacts and having a deliberate place that he has to go to.
Okay.
So that's what I'm just trying to hope to accomplish with these future roleplays. Otherwise, hey, thank you, Ron McPlatinum. Thank you for the follow, dude. Really,
Oh, can I start that?
I'm sorry, who followed you?
Ron McPlatinum.
Ron McPlat.
It's a nice name. I really like it.
Woo!
That's a nice gesture. Thank you for the follow. Otherwise, do you guys have any comments, suggestions, feelings, feedbacks about today's session?
Well, I
No,
keep
think
that
everything
Weevil I
went
got.
pretty good.
Sorry, one at a time. I heard it went pretty good. Thank you, Kalis. Line?
Yeah, it was a good session. I loved it. All the action and all the stuff we were able to balance between each other. Oh, so question is, will I be able to keep that Weevil that Stray Shion gave to me? Or that's just gonna be forfeit?
No, it's not forfeit. You'll keep it. Just make sure you write it in a pair of notes for yourself, so that way you don't forget. Just remember, Argus has the ability to make you ignore it. Other than that, glad that you guys had the time today for me, and thank you so much for tuning in. That's the end of
You're
Over
welcome.
Arms, and I have Steam because I don't have work. I'm gonna probably burn a little bit more of my candle and play some more Samurai Warriors 5, but of course you guys don't need to stay here for that. Thank you guys, Kalis, Loon, Line, Evie. Thank you guys for being my players and enjoying the story that I've written. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Ease.
All
I
right.
should probably be working on my next relic then. If I want to be crafting it, gotta figure out what I could do.
Right. You know, I realized I was making a plan with someone else's ticket, and that's with
eBay.
Bubba Falcone's golden
I
ticket.
know him. I know him.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
As long
That's
as you
why
do.
I asked. Yeah, that's why I asked who it was before I did it.
Okay. What happened, Line? I'm sorry.
Whenever last time I told you about that golden ticket relic that Bubba Falcone still has,
Yeah.
I wanted to spitball the idea to these guys. So the idea I have for the relic for Bubba Falcone would be some kind of trinket that we can use to teleport ourselves out of any dangerous situation and back to a safe location that we all, collectively agreed upon.
Like a Hearthstone?
Oh no, more like a sanctuary.
A sanctuary.
Yep.
A sanctuary. Yeah.
Lord, prepare me.
So we're just looking at Alistair going, you've been replaced, huh?
No, it's only for a specific location.
And I don't know what you mean need to be safe. We've only ever had to run from the city hall. That was the first fight. We've had some close scrapes, but
Yeah, that was before we made the update to.
yeah,
damage.
that was like 1.0.
Yeah, that was 1.0. Overall, Bubble 60. Thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate you coming around.
I can't wait for Evan to meet the rest of us.
Sorry?
I can't wait for Evan to get to know you the PC some more.
Oh, Edmund. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna come across Alistair like, wait, I could have made a deal and hang out with you? Shit.
That or Falcone. I could have been made, man. I could have been a made man.
Not trust me, it's not worth it. You end up hanging out with McKinley all day. You see these gray hairs? I'm 39.
What's gonna happen regardless, Falcone, if I was involved?
That's very
I
true.
could've-
It's a good meat shield. You can't
I
just go
could
that
have been
way.
made in the mob and ran gridiron with an iron fist, but no, I made a deal with the femboy devil.
Devil's a harsh word, all
Do you
right?
dance with the femboy devil in the pale moonlight?
Yes, I do. You know what? He's giving me free room and board, so I'm happy.
He's my sugar daddy, and I don't
I
know how
don't
to feel
have
about this.
now. Wait, hold on. I wouldn't go that far.